All right, welcome to the cast commentary. We've got almost everybody in this call, so it's going to be kind of nuts. This is Spoony, of course, and with me here is Lindsay Ellis. Say hello. We got Lisa Hansen.
Hello.
We got Juwario.
Hey, everybody.
We got the G-Laser cameraman.
Hey, how's it going? What's going on?
We got the dude in the suede, all the way from New Zealand.
Hooray! It is so early.
It's like noon here. We got Linkara.
Yo.
We got Film Brian.
Hello.
We got Bennett the Sage.
No, you don't.
And rounding out the cast, we got the sexiest voice in the room, the cinema snob Brad Jones.
I just got up. And it's 1:45 in the afternoon.
Not unlike Suede.
All right.
Bad.
So this may turn into a clusterfuck. I don't know, but I'm going to try to moderate things. I think the first thing I'd like to mention, you can see right here with the wind blowing in Orlando's hair, is that the weather did not cooperate during this shoot.
No.
We shot it in April, and what is it? The April what? Bring me flowers.
April showers.
Windstorm. Exactly.
Hurricane force gale wind.
Yeah, so that was fun. Not good for sound, but we got her done. With time
I
to
could have
spare.
sworn there were tornadoes in the script.
The thing that I realized about this opening, and I saw it during the there are only I have very few complaints with this production because I love this movie. I love how everything turned out. But this opening sequence is a bit of a mood whiplash with how people would normally expect our stuff to be. It's very non-comedic.
Well, I think that that kind of sets up the threat that Malachite is. I mean, if it builds it up towards the end, it's like, okay, this guy doesn't fuck around. I mean, all these 20 jackasses are just like, and there's this one guy who says, "I will destroy everything I see," and I think it was integral that the opening kind of sets up that threat.
Well, yeah.
Oh, don't get me wrong, it's a good
about him?
opening. It's a good opening. The thing is that if without the credits separating it with the Joe bit, it would just be like we go from gory head explosion to bam, Joe is happy and walking down the street.
I think that's great, actually.
I actually thought that was pretty great.
It raises the stakes from the previous special, because the previous special, there wasn't really anything at stake when you think about it, whereas this time it establishes very early on that there are stakes being raised, and there is very real danger.
Exactly, and I think Doug really wanted to do that. I actually think he wanted to tell a story about us, in a way, kind of growing as characters, whereas Kickassia, I like Kickassia, but that was really just kind of a Looney Tunes cartoon for like an hour and a half. No, it really is, because I think it said his inspiration for Kickassia was very much an homage to I think either Daffy Duck or Bugs Bunny, kind of doing something similar, where he just kind of walks up to this guy's house and goes, "Yeah, we're moving in," and that's essentially what that is. And so that really just is just doing cartoon violence to each other for the entire running time. Here, he actually wanted to put something on the line here. To where we kind of have to overcome and struggle against something, and it is goofy as all hell, but with the loss of Mati and the real stakes here, there is something dramatic. There is an arc here.
No, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I think we need to have a moment.
Is that
for
Fellis's work? I believe that's Fellis's work.
Oh my god! What movie
That
is
was,
this?
Silence for Bill.
That was
Or it's either that or
Jim,
Fellis.
who
Jim
was,
Troken.
Yeah.
Doug's roommate, and being a very good sport, said that he was really not feeling well that day. But Jim's a great guy. I love that guy.
I love that he plays like a kind of a doofy guy, and he's in reality like a freaking genius.
Yeah,
he's a scientist, man. He's a scientist.
That got roped into being a stoner for one morning.
Yeah.
Back off.
I kind of like the fact that he was trying to channel 90s kid there.
Yeah. That hat is awesome.
Those effects
We
are
shall celebrate
awesome.
his passing with a one-liner. I guess he's paying
Oh, it's the
bill.
Doctor Who theme crap.
Yeah, meanwhile at Doctor Who.
Doctor Who.
Oh, is this Andrew Dickman? No, that can't be
there-
No,
Andrew
this
Dickman.
is
Who did the
this is
illustration?
CR, Chad Rocco, who also does reviews for the site, though because of personal stuff, he hasn't been releasing as much content lately.
I don't know. I don't know who did this theme. Was this?
Why does Brad have water?
Crystal Pepsi.
Oh.
It's
Crystal Pepsi. Thank you very much.
The music is
Who's the guy
sketched,
who
by
did
the
this
way.
theme? I'm sorry.
Not related.
Sketch did.
Yep.
Hey, honestly, here's some Skyrim.
I get it. Well, at least I got the pun. Bourbon. Oh, what was that?
Sorry about that.
Goodness.
That wasn't me, but I don't know who did that. Suburban Nights was actually, I think we heard that title just about the week before this came out, because this movie had like 3 working titles.
Yes.
Yeah.
The original title, Flights of Fantasy, then Dungeons and Critics, which is my favorite title of the 3, and then finally.
This one works.
Oh, it
It
works.
has like a double meaning.
I think they spelled Carmichael wrong.
Dungeons and Critics had no it had no dungeons. It wasn't a D&D parody. It just didn't work.
Justin, did they misspell your last name?
No, actually, they got it absolutely correct. I spell my name weird. It's Carmichael.
Well, there you go. I think we all pitched Sorry, go ahead.
I noticed that Todd's last name is Andrewson, so I don't know where that came from.
Nathanson?
Nathanson is what Todd's last name is.
He said Todd's last name was Nathanson. Or Anderson.
Nathanson, sorry.
Yeah, Nathanson.
Whoops, crap, sorry. I'll just shut up now.
What's badass about
As well you should.
Matthew, what were you saying?
The and Orlando. The and Orlando credit. I thought that was badass when I first saw it. It sums up perfectly. He has his own special credits there.
Okay,
Joe does have great
this
shooting.
was the first day of shooting when ironically the weather was cooperating.
Everything inside.
And of course the weather was good, so we shot inside all day.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Mike.
Yo, man.
What's with
Cameo.
that guy?
And cameo done.
Oh, Joe's so happy. He gets a free car.
This
He's
might have
not
actually,
angry, Joe.
when he comes in here, this might actually be the first shot when Joe pretty much single-handedly destroyed his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
can
we go.
imagine.
Like
How many
takes
takes?
of that no thing.
He must have done 4 or 5 takes of this, just like this.
I just love the fact that there's so many people standing around, yet there's an open space on the couch.
It's because nobody likes Lupa.
There's Lindsay down there drinking her coffee.
Yeah, that's like my little running joke throughout all of these. My own little personal running joke. I'm always texting and I'm always drinking coffee.
That's normal.
That's pretty much what I do.
It's gaff tape on cassette tape.
I'm always on heroin.
I'm the nostalgia critic, and I still view things on VHS tape.
Now, this take we actually had to take a couple of times because we figured out a way to do it.
God,
but unfortunately, Todd, they didn't get the shot incorrectly, and Todd was bringing the gun down a little too low. So unfortunately, that's he wanted me to do it in one breath, but it kind of changed.
Yeah, someone has
Matthew,
changed
that
that bit
face
into a
of yours.
staring contest. Someone has changed that bit on YouTube. If you look for it, there's a staring contest now between me and Lupa.
Oh, that's hilarious.
There was a cut line from the first draft of the script, which actually directly had Joe talking about this is, man, he keeps doing this. See, this is like first he had that stupid brawl, and then we tried to invade Kikassia. It's just a big nightmare.
Here's the Oscar moment.
That was a weird thing about this script and just the shooters. Like, there was just so much hate. It's like, we hate each other so much. Why are we here?
Yeah, well, we outright loathe each other in this movie.
It's not even that we all are together and loathe him. No, we all loathe each other.
That's because we all hate each other in real life.
That's right. Shut up.
Oh God, especially you and Colin here. Oh God.
Colin?
Yeah. Oh no, sorry. I'm calling my dad's name. Luke.
Admittedly, Colin is a badass person, but I've never met him. Yeah, me and Luke. Good times.
Luke will hunt you down in your sleep now.
Oh God. I'm so sorry. Luke, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You are not your father. I'm so sorry.
And they had you.
It's okay. I mispronounced Todd's last name. Okay.
Forgot. Oh, that's corny.
Everyone has to have a customary
Oh,
skill.
Ben's Grant.
Oh, yes.
Best shot in the movie. We peaked 10 minutes in.
What the hell is he doing down there?
Now,
I had to hold my mouth because I'm actually really, really ticklish down there, so I had to hold my mouth and keep from laughing.
Now you girls know.
In the shot before.
Yeah, Benzai wasn't in the shot before the group shot, so he had to be inserted at the last moment. So it's just, why don't we just have him pop out of Brad's crotch? It's like, yeah, let's just do that.
Of course,
Seems
as usual.
realistic. Yeah.
Now,
See, the
going
modern-
back to what you were asking about how we were, hey Holly, about how we all hate each other. I think that goes back to the entire idea of the caustic critic, that we view so much horrible material all the time that we've just become so jaded in life that we hate other people.
Yeah,
I think that's just Doug's writing style. Doug thinks hate is funny.
No, it does. It does make sense though, because I think most of our characters are relatively embittered and hate people.
No,
I'm not.
fair. It's like there are sort of continuities going on that are sort of ignored, like Todd and Lupa's love story, and how. Well, I guess we touched on Ben and Suede hating each other, but that was like
Oh, it was one line,
years ago.
man.
Man. Hey, at least you got a line.
But even Linkara kind of comes uncoiled on Joe and Kick-Assia, where Joe's like, "Wait, you don't like me?"
And yet then I call him to help me out to fight against Lord Vice in my storylines.
Well, if you think about it, if you try to tie in all bits of continuity, all 20 different continuities together, I mean, if you thought the Amalgam universe was bad.
Oh yeah, well that really fucked things up. I hate to keep going back to Kick-Assia, but Dr. Insano. I mean, the continuity there is just all over the place. It's like, wait. Spoony turns into Dr. Insano like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and I was like, just roll with it.
I like
Think of these as Elseworld tales. Right? It has its own continuity.
I just kind of laugh. You're like, you're trying to find continuity in my reviews. That's cute.
Not for me. I like that since I'm the comic book guy.
Bamf! I'm here.
In our continuity, he's dead.
The stars arrived.
He didn't even yell or
I feel like
or
my money
anything, or say he had a freak out.
Euclidean geometry is for dorks.
It's ironic, the guy with the least amount of continuity, i.e. me, is the one who's most changed in these specials.
My
That's a good point,
continuity
Matt.
is that I don't have any continuity.
Call you the show stealer.
One thing I think's worth mentioning is the setup for this story is pretty much identical to Mazes and Monsters, which is a review I did.
That's why he had you say that line. That is bullshit. You know, in that dog whistle voice you have there.
Oh, that is bullshit. Yeah, I added in the bits about magic because for me, as the comic book guy, I'm all
there it
about
is.
the continuity and crap.
Hello, cleavage.
I like how the V-neck adds like an arrow pointing downwards towards your breast. So it's
Well,
like,
that is
be sure to look
point.
down here.
But that said, it didn't even occur. I think it's just like everyone noticed the cleavage. Nobody noticed the horrible stain on the shirt.
Yeah, Lindsay, I did read. I was reading the comments.
Priorities.
I was reading the comments, and there's one guy who was like, I like the movie so far, but I can't watch it. I'm really distracted by Lindsay's cleavage. It's like-
And then she be saying like, I can't respect this
Nitpicking.
production
You're
because
reviewing
of that
it.
stain.
It didn't even receive a credit.
I know.
Boob 1, boob 2.
Lefty and righty.
And then,
I just realized I look really beaten that scene. I don't know why. It was day one. I wasn't tired at all.
It was pretty early in the morning. It was probably about, 8, 9 in the morning? And
It
for
was,
us,
yeah.
for
I
us
was
nerds,
feeling
that's-
good.
Might as well be 5.
Now,
It's
this
kind of
scene
appeared
was,
there like a horror movie.
No, I
The
love
scene
this.
here
This
was
is like
shot,
shot alpha. This is the best shot ever.
Ew, that was,
The way
that was
done,
poo.
the way that was done was that was done in one take. The floor was covered entirely in kitchen roll because Doug's floor is stone and tile, and essentially, so it's not carpet. It won't soak in, so it was just covered in paper.
Was the coffee hot?
No, it was cold. It was cold. Someone said I should have gone, but I think that would have ruined the moment personally.
It would have, yeah.
Now,
But we did. That was a one-take wonder moment. We had one cup, and I couldn't fuck it up.
From
So-
Captain Planet.
He doesn't even have the
Our
same
thing.
hero.
Yay!
What is this? Okay, yay.
So how did Mati even figure out that this was all happening?
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's Mati. He's otherworldly and mystical. He's like
I think-
Nightcrawler mixed with
Yeah.
Apocalypse.
He's like Heart, you know. I think he has Heart where we have none, and
Yeah.
that's the point. And then when he dies, we're like, I needed you all along.
Yeah, you wouldn't think it, but Bargo's actually very much a perfectionist when it comes to his takes.
He's also a total space cadet, so.
Have you ever seen him operate? Like, have you ever seen him shoot footage? Like, even in the Friday video.
Oh yes.
I was there when he was shooting his. I was there when he was shooting his Friday video, and he wants to nail it. You know, like he's like, if he even like, he'll do it fine. Then
He
he's like,
wants to nail it all right.
he'd be like, you know what? I want to do it again, and he'll roll it. We must have done like 8 or 9 takes of that little rap breakdown at the end of Friday, and it was really awesome to watch because he's dedicated to the craft, man. You wouldn't think he's an actor, maybe, but he is.
He is the Method Man.
Is that thing something? It's everything.
Wow.
Doug's smile cannot be imitated.
Now, I never knew that the Nostalgia Critic, or at least Doug, or at least the Nostalgia Critic, was into Zelda all that much to the point where
He's not. Like that's sort of the point.
But he's familiar enough. But he's familiar enough with it to complain about it when he
Yeah.
finally like gives up and like he starts yelling at Zelda.
He
And
did that one review that one time.
Yeah, he did do that one review that one time.
And if he's not into it, why did he have a costume?
Well, I mean, like,
I'm not into the Chronicles of Narnia. Why the fuck do I have an ass costume?
my Lord of the Rings phase was years ago.
I hate to point
By the
this
way, you
out,
can-
but I think Matthew was about to point it out. Orlando's shots are a real problem in this because you can oftentimes see the cameraman reflected in its shades.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't think it's
That's the
that
problem
much
with shooting with
extra.
glass.
You can see Doug there. You can see Doug.
I had never noticed that actually.
That's honestly why I stopped using glasses in my reviews was because I was always getting glares from the lights in my computer.
Lindsay,
And-
are you? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
Oh, I
That was
gonna
the
say
end of my
that-
interesting point.
No, I switched to using just frames.
Oh yeah, I had frames, but I lost them, and I was too cheap to buy new ones.
I need my glasses because I read from a teleprompter behind my camera, my laptop, and it's hard to read it from the distance without it.
I memorize my lines.
Oh, dear.
Are you fools?
It was
Wait,
nice. I sent
You know what?
Doug a couple of takes for this, and he used the funniest one. That was the made me feel really good.
I still haven't heard my quote-unquote Elvish translated correctly. Actually, I think someone sort of translated part of it, but I think they were an Urdu speaker and I was speaking Hindi, so I think I don't know. Should I spill the beans?
I need to explain the beard. Doug wanted me to have this beard for the entire thing. It's not a Sharpie, it's a makeup pen. The thing is, I was against it for 2 reasons. One, Richard Harris's beard is not black. And 2, because I knew I was going to be doing crossovers in the following days, and I was afraid that it would not come off correctly, so I'd have these black smears on my face when I'm trying to record crossovers.
That'd be funny.
So, Linkara, that's a kicky goatee you got there.
Because we all know that
So
Richard Harris
should
did
Lindsay
have
spill
a
the beans
wall
here?
of
So
hair.
what is she really saying? I don't know.
Do you want me to say?
I gotta tell you, the first take
Detour.
of the first take of Benzai coming out and saying "Crom." He comes out, strikes his pose, looks off in the distance, and goes, "Come."
I think that was the take they ended up using too.
Can't do.
Oh, and here's me. God damn it.
You poor man, you couldn't get the fur out of your mouth.
That's got the biggest
here's the
laugh
thing
in
about
my
that-
whole
Here's the thing
family.
about that freaking hood. The fur on that hood was not properly glued or sewed or however they got it on down there. So like fur would constantly get draped into your sinuses and get into your mouth. It's one of the worst things I've ever worn. And also, I know this for a fact, but they cut a line out of this. There was this line that I said while I was still telling them to all shut up to basically say, listen, you must understand, it gets light before, dusk. I was trying to say something epic. And that whole sets up my whole running gag of me trying to say something epic, but it not working out. And I felt like cutting that out just kind of ruins the setup. So I say it only twice, but in the original takes of it, I did like 4 or 5 different, like, you must understand, critic, the light to enlightenment is dark, so you must do something.
You must embrace your darkness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Phaelus
so...
Phaelus' incredibleness. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Should have put on more of a baritone though, but still, that's great.
He's playing with this character that's like not the rock biter at all, but still very distinct.
This is a great costume, and Kaylin actually cut her hair for this, which I don't think she was happy about, but she did it.
The triangles are too short.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, her costume was possibly accidentally stolen or sort of taken by like the hotel.
She lost
cleaning.
part of it by the maids. They thought it was the sheets and they took it with the laundry, so she had to re- top half of her costume on the second day.
And she just made out a t-shirt or something, which it looked great, and I was super impressed that she pulled it off. I just felt so bad that it happened.
People were always complaining about her Japanese, and I really feel bad about for her about that, because honestly,
she worked hard on it.
She worked hard on it. She was between takes. She was practicing it, and you know what? It doesn't matter. It really does not matter that she's not fully speaking the real Japanese.
I was like, look at the lighting, and you're bitching about her Japanese. Come on.
Oh, it's such a shame.
There, oh yes.
It's Alan Quartermain from the Temple of Skulls.
I'm just surprised that you didn't mention, Kali Ma or like all the other fantasy elements of Indiana Jones as well. And Indiana Jones is fantasy.
Fun fact, the necklace I'm wearing, my R1 Even Star necklace, is actually Kali.
Yeah.
The goddess Kali.
You'd think Indiana Jones would notice that.
Yeah, well, Indiana Jones doesn't really know much about Indian culture. If you've seen the movies, you probably know that.
Hey, Brad, where did you perfect that Harrison Ford impersonation? Because hot damn, man.
I could just do a Harrison Ford impression. Like it was when I was up for I think it was maybe the Leprechaun crossover, and Rob and I were just quoting Indiana Jones back and forth, which really we do all the time. Even during Kick-Assia. So I can do a really good Indiana Jones impression. And then when it came time for them to write this movie, I just simply got an email that said, Brad, we're writing the next movie. You're playing Indiana Jones. There will be no arguments.
It just works on so many levels.
Going back a little while back to my entrance, that apparently it's about as British as being Turkish. You twat! That's an improvised line, and from what I hear, it's apparently one of Holly's favourite lines.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Oh, here it is.
Oh boy.
I really wish we had gotten you to do the magic dance while you were there.
You don't want to see the magic dance.
We're just we're already...
I was standing right behind that wall. Trust me, I was right there.
And I just love the fact that he's standing in front of a picture of a tall,
big
long,
tower.
girthful tower, just piercing the heavens with its mighty
I have
hand.
his ball, don't I? Yeah, I have the ball. Oh, no, I have the ball.
And Paul was actually going to have that part, and they were going to write me as Peter Pan. And then I talked to Paul, and I said, Paul, look, I've got David Bowie's, Jareth, coming up in one of my reviews, Labyrinth Review. Watch it for youcanplaythis.com. And and it's going to be an established character. Can I please have it? He's kicking himself to this day that he let me ever have that.
He did great with Protheon, though. He really he really channeled that the Jeremy Irons ham.
Referencing that gag there where people would just kind of yell at us from the side. There were a few people that watched us from the road, just kind of eating their popcorn and saying, "Oh, look at the hippies."
Oh, look at the
weirdos.
There was people who actually sat down, had a picnic, and watched us film. It was quite surreal.
God, what's sadder, the people that are doing this or the people that are watching us doing this?
There was one car that was circling round.
I like how I start going off on Lord of the Rings quotes, which I researched, by the way, and he's like, shut up.
I wanted to like. I'm kind of sad that no one really noticed that Justin, Jareth, and Arwen have kind of hooked up by the end. You know, like we were, like you and I were like holding on to each other at that end, and then whenever Mati dies, we were like crying into each other's shoulders. I was like, yeah, we're like.
Well, one person got it. One person tweeted about it and asked if they should make a fanfic about it.
Look at Benzai back there. What's he doing?
When has anyone ever asked permission for fanfic?
Look at him.
Looks like Tommy was so.
Acting.
I'm still convinced he's playing Ator.
Half the fun of these specials is looking in the background to notice the subtle nuances in the performances when they think they're not on camera.
Oh, by the way, this entire field was so muddy when we were filming this. So when Bargo was shoved into the dirt, we said no, we probably shouldn't do that.
We did that on a different day.
So he had to.
It was really wet.
It was damp. It was.
Scorchy.
Let's ask.
Yeah,
let's ask a film brain here. You live near the moors, don't you? How does this compare to the English moors?
How do you mean?
Beware the moors.
You're presuming that I live near English countryside.
You're closer than any of us.
Yeah, it's about the same. I mean, you all thought the weather was freezing. I couldn't feel
yeah.
it.
This was fucking cold. I mean, like,
no, this was normal for me.
Look at how we line up.
You were dressed as Conan the Barbarian. You know, you actually had normal clothes on.
If you notice how we lined up and then the order in which we crossed the rage, it's nothing close.
And I've seen comments about that.
A lot of people pointed out that I totally screwed this up in the teaser, and the thing that the reason why I did that was I thought we were splitting off at that point, so I started moving off in the other direction.
I didn't even.
And as soon as I realized what we were doing, I immediately stepped over to the side.
Oh wait, like the
strut, nice recovery, man.
Strut.
I forgot that goofy look. So when I first saw the teaser, I was like, "Did I really do that look?"
Okay, this shot coming up where I lose my hat, not staged, and where I come back and get it again.
I love Gandalf in jeans. Should be a website.
Funny story, when my parents first saw Handsome Tob as Willow, they laughed at it, but they'd never seen the movie Willow before. They thought he was dressed as Alison Hannigan from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I'm Dark Willow.
The joke works on multiple levels.
Okay, we shot all of that stuff. Oh, are we still?
Yeah, we're still going.
Yeah, so we shot all that stuff and then the climax, I believe, on the same day.
Yeah, so that's true.
And it got muddier and muddier throughout.
Like walking through the gut into the cameraman's shadow.
All right, tune in for part 2. And we are back, and we've got a new guest to round out the cast. Benzai's here.
Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? I'm very glad to be invited for the Suburban Nights commentary on part 2.
Poor Benzai. He had he probably had one of the worst costumes to be trekking out in the woods in the what was probably about 30 or 40 degrees in the rain.
But he and I got intimately acquainted as a result.
And it was absolutely the coldest day of the entire week. So when we went out the next day, it was like, what the fuck? Was it warm? What the hell? It's not fair.
Is Benzai's bunny dance on uploaded at all?
Yeah, it'll be on my vlog.
It's in his vlog, yeah.
You spend an awful lot of time in my elven cloak.
There's a lot of group hugs.
Oh,
There's a lot of group hugging going on.
I spent a lot of time off camera. Yeah, a lot of humping went on off camera just to keep me warm.
You used to do that to me. Benzai did that to me a lot because I was in a full body veneer suit, so I was probably the warmest out of all of these guys.
Yeah,
although my hands were
I had
frozen.
clothes on underneath my night outfit.
I don't mean to overstate it, but it was really flippin' cold out there. And I was wearing my wizard robes.
Probably the
Phyllis
warmest there was
hot as well. I wouldn't know how Phyllis.
I like how I'm acting like as a wedding train behind Lindsay here, picking up her dress.
Oh yeah, my dress was actually like literally, it was an $800 wedding dress that I found on Amazon.com that was like marked down 90%. And I think Bennett, we were fairly certain somebody must have died in it because like there was no way, because it was a really nice dress that I modified to look elvish, but as a consequence it had this train that like not only was it really really tight and I could barely move, but the train was like 12 feet behind me, which was a lot of fun, and so people stepped on my dress a lot.
And Benzai does something we all wish we could do right now.
Hit me in the back of the head. You know, the original script
Into the Woods
to, sorry, go ahead.
You go from Into the Woods to the You're the One That I Want.
The original script called for me to just sing some generic "I am singing a song now," and I was like, you know, it'd be funnier if I just like kept singing different show tunes. So I just like started thinking of every single.
I like
one
how I'm pointing with two fingers.
Louis, you need to come to New York. We have a gay bar for you. That's just waiting.
Got your name all
It's called Louis. Come here right now and sing. The bar.
Fountain, skipping, rivulet, and fountain.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird line. Like that has the best tail. I was expecting.
Lindsay looks so bored. Oh my god.
It's Lindsay's. No, it's not that she's bored. She's nonchalant. It's her character.
Well, that was it. She's like, Doug was like, no, act more like me, and I'm like, but I don't care. That's my character is not giving a shit.
So I wasn't here for this. This was Group A, and actually Group A got the worst of it because you had to film absurdly early in the morning, and the weather was much worse than Group 2.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I don't know if you guys know, but when we actually checked to go to the woods were closed because Doug had no idea what time it would open. So we said, okay, well, let's go to Dunkin' Donut for about half an hour, and then we'll come back.
That was true.
It was a bit frustrating because we woke up so early, and in the end
And then it turns out, we had another hour before it could open up.
That was an hour we did.
We did all meet up about midday that day. The whole gang got together for the cast photo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we got to visit. We got to visit you guys.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. It was also fun just sitting around in Dunkin' Donuts, dressed like we were, and then having like construction workers and like people just kind of going out their business day, just kind of looking at us from the corner of their eye, just kind of.
A lot of joggers. We had to deal with a lot of joggers.
Yeah, there were a lot, and there was a point where like people were getting bored and like heckling the joggers, and I'm like, leave the joggers alone. We don't have a permit.
If you look closely here, I get punched like twice. It's the same exact scene. Like I get punched here twice. I fall down and then I fall down again.
That was actually one of my favorite lines actually, where it's direct from Monty Python, where he's like Conan cut his balls off, but it's you and Doug do it really well, Ben.
Oh, thanks.
You're like
major props to Suede, who stayed most of while we were shooting these scenes. Most of the time, he would just sit there and eat Pop-Tarts, and he was happy with it. He's fine with it. So, major props to you guys.
It was insane. I mean, like, I was there for the entire shoot, the entire full 10 flipping hour shoot, and I come in at the last 30 seconds to film my scene.
It was a good scene, though.
We'll get to there eventually, folks.
I'm Willow.
I wish Tom was here. Yeah, we had a lot of fun with whenever we had downtime. Tom and I would drag people into the sauna in the hotel, which we eventually called the sauna of no secrets, which is because Tom has this amazing way of like dragging secrets out of people. Where you sitting there in the sauna drinking a beer, and all of a sudden he'd be like, "So, how many three-ways have you had?" And, and whoever's there would just be like, 4, and you'd be like, "Oh!"
Oh god! The way he asks you questions, they sound offensive, but the way he asks them just sounds like he's genuinely interested in you as a person. Like one time he asked me what bra size I wore, and normally I'd be offended, but then the way he asked it was like he was coming on to me. So I was
actually, I tend not to say, "Hey."
Hey. It's like I go on natural.
He's very mellow.
So Lindsay, what was some of the stuff that you're saying during that montage? Because I know I don't think you're doing all Hindi during that, right?
Well, I think part of it's a Bare Naked Lady song.
Chicken
part of
Dinner,
Okay.
I need the Chinese chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
part
I
of
was
it-
there when we filmed the green screen for that, and
Yeah.
Lindsay was having difficulty because she couldn't think of any random gibberish to speak.
Well, I mean, at first it was Bollywood songs like the Tia Jale Janjale Nanatale. That's a song from Dilse, because I was kind of following. Because like the languages I'm officially speaking are Hindi and Gaelic, but then it just gets silly where I'm just like Lady Gaga and Bare Naked Ladies and fake African language at one point, where I'm speaking flicks.
We just started throwing out things because it's like not ever watching you film this. We're just like, say this, quote this song, talk to your puppy.
Yeah, who's your puppy?
It's a shame she's not here, but Lupus very good as Snow White. I have to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a really ugly wig, and I remember her like complaining about the wig before she came, and I was just like, just wear the wig. Oh wait, there it went. Okay, but that really was an ugly wig that I think is good that never saw the light of day.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a black hair wig, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was like a little like bob. It wasn't even like a proper Snow White hairstyle. It was just like some sort of freakish blob.
Now back to the good part.
Actually, I was gonna
Brad.
say, speaking of wigs, Benzai had not the wig that was intended, right?
Yeah, exactly. I had a very superb wig that I ordered especially online, and it stayed in France, unfortunately, and we even looked for it in the hotel room, etc. So I ended up with the new douchey magnific wig, and it actually works pretty well.
I thought it was the Tommy Wiseau wig.
It probably is the same wig.
It's the douchey wig.
Probably the same.
He's wearing the douchey McNick wig.
I love Paul in here.
He's going for the trees. Yes, trees.
What is he
Trees,
doing?
give me your rage.
That's
Now-
one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite shots of the whole movie, where Paul is just molesting the woods. I don't know what he's doing.
Yes. Now, Matt, I was operating your close-up camera for this whole sequence, and you guys were cracking me up for that entire sequence. Like I was like desperately trying to hold my hand steady while walking, while filming you guys, and you guys were nuts.
You were cracking up. We were cracking each other up. I can't
I
wait
know.
to see the outtakes because we would get halfway through this conversation, and then at some point we just crack. Because I remember reading the script, like the early versions of the script, and I get down to this part, and I'm like, oh.
This is
I'm
the
gonna
first.
say that. Oh.
This is the first time we've ever seen Matthew get really kind of diabolical on somebody, where he's not trying to kiss their ass. He's just like, I'm
What are
going
you
to
talking?
devour you.
He pulled a gun on me and kick
Yeah.
ass. Yeah.
That was the gun
That is
kick ass.
true,
Yeah.
I did pull a gun. The objective of my part in this movie is that I wanted to be. Obviously, it's a continuation of my character in Kick-Assia, but what I wanted to do this time was to give it a bit more shade. Actually, I wanted to give it a bit of a darker edge. I wanted him to be genuinely angry at this competition thing. So when we're doing this scene, I recall Doug's direction to me about this scene was be more menacing. And so I did try and do that, but obviously I'm not a menacing guy at the best of times. So.
You're British. Who's a menacing British?
Great scene coming up here.
The what I remember most about the original draft of the script, the very first draft, had a larger conversation between Film Brain and Luke, where we actually got to see Luke's other personalities come into the fray.
Yes,
Yeah, I remember that.
Had to get cut for time, unfortunately, for the length of the script.
Ain't
Well,
nobody
things
gonna
are cut
mess
for
with a
time.
man with a whip.
And Brad, you and Justin were cracking me up too. the
Like
whole
your
time.
son, Shia LaBeouf.
You belong in a museum.
That
I
was
love
a
that.
line. That line in the script cracking me up, and then seeing
Yeah.
seeing you guys do it live, I was just in stitches.
That was like the one where we were doing those lines back and forth. I kept getting tripped up on one line, but we were doing it all like that particular thing from beginning to end in one take, and there was like one line in the middle. There's like one line in the middle that kept tripping me up.
What is your ring, Spoony? It looks like Captain Planet's ring.
Okay,
Captain-
yeah, I should mention the ring at this point. I regret to this day wearing that ring for a couple reasons. I was doing this thing in my videos where I was kind of having these, like there's all sorts of Green Lanterns coming up, and so I would have had Black Lantern Spoony, and I had the Ultimate Warrior wearing the red ring, and so just for shits, I was like, Gandalf's gonna wear the violet ring, because in the books Gandalf wears the Elven Ring of Fire, which is a red ring, but I thought the red ring didn't really make sense, so I used the reddish ring, which is love, and so that was it. But it confused people in the comments, because in the flashback scene you can see that the Ring of Heart that opposes Malachite is basically, it looks like the same ring, and so people thought like, oh, Spoony has the ring that opposes Malachite, and I don't, like. So it just served as a distraction more than anything, and so I kind of regret wearing the ring. It was really just a costume piece as a cheap stand-in for the Elven Ring of Fire.
And I didn't know that Gandalf was a Star Sapphire.
He wears the thong under his robe.
Now, Noah, I recall you talking about doing this scene, and you kind of had something in particular in mind during this.
Remarian, I believe the word was.
I tried to be like Arnold Rimmer, because this is a very Arnold Rimmer scene.
Yeah.
I'm just surprised you didn't kick the cloak in a bad place and then say, only the good die young, or something like that. Because reference to his final scene.
Because Rimmer has this way of kind of hiding behind rules and kind of very smugly going like, I'm telling on you, and just kind of running off. So that's kind of where I'm coming from, is like, I'm gonna tell the game master on you and just run off. I do like how Liz just holds my staff for me.
I know. Hi, Liz. She's you can always find her because she's the only cloak with actual boobs, and because she's always has the leather gloves on.
Yeah.
And you did a couple of different takes for this too, Noah, didn't you? I mean, you'd add in a little bit, here, a little bit there, but it seemed to be different every time you'd say it. A little bit.
Yeah, it was. The way it was written in the script was probably a lot shorter, and I asked Doug, and he was like, yeah, I didn't really know what a D&D geek would say, so if you got something better, just roll with it. And so I did the first take where I was exactly like the script, because I wanted to give him the script, if nothing else. And then for like 2 other takes, I just kind of freestyled on it, talking like World of Darkness and the rock, paper, scissors, because that's how a lot of LARPs go, is they play rock, paper, scissors. It's actually the kind of strange LARPs that involve actually throwing things at other people and hitting them with foam swords.
Yeah, I think it gave it a lot more credibility, too.
I agree.
Oh, and we had the running gag again.
It's not a running gag, though. I kept losing my hat, like, all the freaking time.
I know, but it became a running gag. His power is beyond any of you.
That was an ad-lib line.
Oh, there's the tape on the sword.
Did his sword break?
Yeah,
It broke.
Yeah.
First day,
that seems to be a running thing in this one too.
Doug actually gave me quite a lot of leeway to ad-lib, which he normally doesn't. And it's not saying anything bad about Doug. It's just usually he's just like, just stick to the script. Let's just keep rolling.
Why is Pa still so excited from this magic? Thunderbolt
like, why are you like, yeah, you're gonna destroy us, yeah.
Because of the rage.
I didn't think he was really that mad. Run!
What? Drew tripping?
Yeah, Drew Wario and his amazing cape that's hard to run in.
It really was.
We shall return in part 3.
Dun-dun-dun.
Part 3. What were we talking about?
I don't know, but I wanted to point out that when Doug sent an email to everybody with the costumes assigned, Phyllis one said, "Good luck with that."
Yeah.
Yeah, we all were like, "Oh God, how is Phalos gonna pull this off?"
It was amazing, really.
Holly made it for him. It was Holly's genius.
Yeah, it's Holly's work.
Yeah, the idea that we all pitched around to each other when this first came around was that we would buy like a Thing Halloween costume and just spray paint it gray.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This joke, like Doug, like poor, like we were on varying levels of unhappiness in regard to the weather, but Doug was really, really cold because he had no pants on, and towards the end of it, he was like, ultimately, the reason he picked this costume and it looked the way it was because of the balls joke that is upcoming.
Yeah.
And he kept going. I was like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the pain of the cold for this one joke about
Well, not just
balls.
the cold, Lindsay. He got sunburned. His legs got sunburned.
Of course they did. They've never seen the sun.
If you listen to the pause dance commentary vid, pause and listen. Let's look at your legs here, Doug. I need to white balance.
Yeah.
One interesting thing about Handsome Tom's costume, if you look really close, he has this little pouch on his belt that has 2 little action figures in it for the brownies and Willow.
Yeah, that's very, that was a very cool detail.
I nerded out. Come on.
It's actually the script that Lewis is holding. We're like, what book do we use? What can we get him? And it's like, here, take the script. And he's holding the shooting script right there.
But everybody
Well,
was calling
it's
him
how I would have a
Lupa.
musical.
Nobody wants to tell him about his pants.
Or lack thereof.
Doug, honey, here's some jeans.
Everyone can see your marble pouch. Can you just, I don't know, hike it down a little bit?
Little something,
In the first shot, the tie is skillfully placed.
I like the way you just. I love the way you just give up at the end, where you're trying to explain something.
Tidy
You don't
one.
want to see Doug's happy place.
I want
And the
there
entire
to
shit was like, nobody looked there, and then he just shows it off to the entire universe.
He's like,
When shooting the finale, Doug totally mooned everybody at some point when he fell down.
Oh,
And everybody
yeah.
was like, "Ooh."
Doug's little
A
Santa
million
Claus.
fangirls of the Nostalgia Critic all hit their screen capture right at that second.
That's my wallpaper now.
Lindsay improvising. Let me describe it some more. I want to think that critic and chick have a history of some sort. They found out.
Steve actually here was supposed to go on a little longer. What was supposed to happen was that I was supposed to hear all this and saying, Bayless, are you all right? And say, no, now they're telling me I should kill Inkaras. And, oh, go ahead, do that.
Yeah, no, this was perfect because you've got a great deadpan going there, man.
Yeah.
And we just kept
I
it
love
simple.
this bit.
You'll be a lady and like it.
And then a million forced feminization fanfics have been written.
Have they?
It was actually Bargo's contact. He took it out of his eye for this shot.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Where did he find it?
Yeah, so whose contact is that, really?
That's one of my favorite lines there. Hey, little women.
There was a line cut from the script that I was really sad to see go. Right after the Nostalgia Critic rejects my my overtures to create a musical, I'm supposed to call somebody. I don't remember who, and then I just say, "What do you mean? Who is this?" He's not going for it. What do you mean? Who is this?
Andrew Lloyd Webber, wasn't it?
Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Might have been, yeah.
Wow.
Look, the sun's out.
Hooray.
Sure people.
Finally.
Bargo's really good at playing
He does it.
naivete.
And I think
smoldering
Rob
paint,
called it Puppet Bargo. Or Muppet Bargo, rather.
Read it like where he just turns his head and has the same expression on his face.
Mickey's like, if it's not bad enough, I'm Peter Pan. No, I'm a goat fucker.
He's a
And in the
goat
very next
fucking
day, we
Peter
found
Pan.
some fic or something with Mickey as a goat fucker. Prophetic.
I'm actually really happy that they gave Mickey some more lines besides, and 8-Bit Mickey. He really, the past several times that he interacts with Doug, he just looks like he's just going to rip his head off. I mean, legitimately, and it really shows into part of his acting.
He looks so angry.
Yeah, well, what's funny is that Mickey is much more comfortable talking on camera than Tom is, and I think even people mentioned in the script Tom really doesn't have that many lines, but I think even Tom spoke up and he's like, I really don't, not much of an actor. He even was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to say that. We were all like, no, dude, we like you, and he's like, I don't want to say anything. I'm like,
Tom is just
Yeah,
one
Tom
of
doesn't
I'm
mind.
just here to have fun. He kept saying that.
I wanted a
"Dude,
scene
I don't
with
know
him
what
going.
you're doing."
I wanted a scene with him going, "Hey, me gosh!"
I know, right? I wanted to have him do like burgle cut. Goodness.
You're a fucker.
He never did it. Like, we were trying to bait him too the whole time. We were like, do the dance, me gosh, like Kaya, Kaya. It's a
We have the bums
bikini bait.
cameo now. Doug integrated the cameos in this a lot better than he did with Kick-Assia. And I mean, I love Kick-Assia, but since this is more story based and Kick-Assia was more farcical, this works better in terms of having it be just like story. Why would a bum would be in the middle of the forest doing this? And we just happen to stumble across Ask That Guy's basement.
I actually am pretty impressed about how he gave so many parts to everybody. I mean, pretty much, in Kick-Assia there were some big parts, some small parts. Pretty much everybody's pretty balanced here, and I really liked that because it gave some people who didn't have a lot of time in Kick-Assia some more time.
Says Justin with the biggest part of all.
Oh, the biggest part.
Yes.
Part.
I'm glad that he gave everyone a giant penis in this movie.
Even the girls
you
got
feel
a
like
giant
Britney
penis.
Well, and I made a complaint on Twitter, gosh, this is what people are going to know me for the rest of the year. And then somebody said, but at least you're not a goat fucker. And I went, yeah, that's absolutely true.
You
have the
beloved
dirt.
by the women.
Now, I
You have
do
the
recall,
dirt
Justin,
dingler
you...
curse.
I believe
Justin,
this
I believe
battle
you-
sequence was the first thing we shot on Team Tuesday. This was the first thing we shot.
And the hat's gone.
I like how when you see Matt and Luke Mockery walking there running, actually there's nobody in the back, so they're running away from nothing. You'll see that in a second.
The cloaks
Run
are
away
always,
from the nothing.
like a mile behind you guys, but still managing to catch up. It's the Jason Voorhees effect.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Nobody's in the background.
Big pratfall from Luke there. He fell hard.
Yeah, he did. It was really well done.
I like how you made him trip for absolutely no reason. Just there's nowhere behind him. It's not like you distract them.
I don't know what it is about these shots, but I love them. From a cinematography point of view, I just love these shots where the camera is panning across you guys running. It feels like a real theatrical action movie in those shots. I don't know why.
And then we go to the playground.
We had a great
I like the
time.
fact that you have like 10 people here fighting 3 guys.
We're all
Yeah.
just kind
Clearly, it's
of.
not a fair fight.
They just want to be all fighting with weapons and stuff, when all you could have just tackled them or something at the same time.
Now, Lewis, to build on what you said earlier about the cinematography and the sort of cinematic quality of it, I mean, that was what you got there is kind of a sort of a tracking shot, and that's Rob doing his magic, because he has got the steadiest hands I've ever seen. Because there's so much stuff it's mostly handheld, and Rob is doing all these camera moves with his hands, no tripod, no jib, no dolly, no nothing. And I wouldn't have even known that if I hadn't been there.
Yeah, you're right.
This is an
Jason
ad-lib.
says
This
a
is an
lot.
ad-lib line where he says, "Are you using up defense against me, huh?"
Some people had asked that they wish that Joe had done another bit from that Princess Bride scene. I think it was the unless you have studied something.
Yeah, unless you've studied
Which I have.
Geneva, which I have. Great
this is
scene.
my
This is
favorite
one of my
part.
favorite. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
Serious business.
I
that was
laughed when we
probably
were
the
filming.
only time I ad-libbed something was me just going, "Oh shit," because that's what Indiana Jones does in the movie.
Yeah.
About the third time I did that, the sword was about to break, and I was like, "Are you sure you want another take, man? I think this sword's about to break."
Brad, you
My
have
dog
a
is
couple of the best bits in this whole sequence. You've got that, and then the Mars Girl bit coming up. Those just
All of these bits are really damn funny.
Do the
Like,
film,
Oh,
bro.
I love that.
Yeah, it's a great scene.
I don't care.
That's the dance move we need to popularize. Everyone do the film brain. Everyone was like, "Why are you waving your
Yeah.
hands like that?" I don't know.
This is just, but yeah, I just love this entire fight sequence. It's just hilarious. Every single bit is funny in some capacity.
This is actually where the evolution of the filmmaking process kind of grew by leaps and bounds here, and this is the scene probably where it grew the most, because this is probably the first scene where we started using 2 cameras.
Oh,
No, it was. It was the first day.
Might
where
be right
they-
about that, yeah.
And it was.
Yeah, Teddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your big ham scene here.
There was one scene that was cut that I was actually pretty glad it got cut. It was me and Joe on a couple of toy horses.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome.
And we were on a couple of toy horses pretending like we're actually riding them, but these things were tiny and we could barely balance on these things.
Yeah.
And like the cloaks were running in place behind us. It's like, even for this scene, that's really weird.
And that was a great pratfall by Tom right there.
Yeah.
But the two camera setup, what I'm talking about is we lost 2 days to rain. We lost 2 straight days to rain. And so it was looking like we weren't going to get this finished. And so basically by necessity, Doug had to contact to get Ed over there. And Ed was basically begging to, like, let me shoot this. I can shoot coverage. Please let me shoot this. And so, like, he was like, finally, just because of desperation, we started shooting 2 camera. And it worked amazingly well. I mean, like, it was almost like Doug was like, why didn't I start doing this before? This is just incredible how much easier this is shooting.
Well, what happened was just that, I mean, I was actually there to play one of the cloaks, and I was just like, I don't need to play a cloak. There are other people that can play a cloak. If you're concerned about getting it done and getting it finished, let's get another camera in on this. And I didn't even have one. I hadn't brought one with me except a little flip camera. So actually, the camera that I'm shooting with is Todd's camera with Lupa's batteries, because she had the same camera, and we just pooled our resources to make it work.
My microphone. Like,
And that's right. And
there is a distinct difference in the sound if you're paying attention. They do sound very different.
It's true, but at least
But you only notice if you're paying attention.
Son of a bitch! If you're paying attention, when we
You guys are so proud for running away.
When we move to the other playground, just before it cuts, you'll notice for some reason I'm not there. I don't know why I'm not in that shot when we leave the first playground.
No, we're all very proud of ourselves because we outsmarted them.
Yeah.
The other one had sandcastles.
Well, also when you see that mother who says, "Get away, my daughter wants to play," a lot of Twitter reviewers thought that was my new wife. So I have to sit and stand on that one. Don't know what's up with that, because that would kind of make her kind of a cradle robber or something. Because she looks way too old.
Yeah, she looks a bit too old for you.
We will resume this in part 4. And we're back. Let's see, what were we talking about? The 2 camera setup. It basically cut our production time in half. Just being able to get footage, shot, reverse shot for various conversation scenes. It saved us half the time, and really, we would not have got the film finished without it.
To get a 2-hour and 10-minute movie shot in 4 days is beyond. I mean, to say that that's impressive is really undercutting it.
The Turks couldn't do that.
Yeah.
One of the things that no one seemed to notice. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, well, in most of these group shots with the Witch of the Woods, I was starting to get really cold. So basically, I had Lindsay's massive Simpsons pajama pants under my skirt. So I'm trying to hide them. At some point, you can see me actually like having my cloak like above my my lower chest, just to hide this massive, ridiculous pajama pants. But it saved my life, man. Thank you.
Oh, there was. I do have a funny story, but if you got something to say about the witch, just cut in. There was. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say the reason I have the frumpy face is because, Doug didn't give me any direction, so I was just like, reacting as I would react in character, which is like, why in the hell are they doing this? So, and then whenever she's like raining fire, I'm like, yeah, we deserve this.
Oh god, there was this one take where I was basically circling around Rob with the camera, just basically when I'm taunting her, and just for, I don't know, I was doing what Doug did right here. What I did was basically just, and then all of a sudden I just screamed out, "I will rape you!"
I remember that.
I remember that.
I don't know if it'll make the bloopers, but in case if it doesn't,
we know about it now.
Yeah.
You know it exists.
We know, yeah.
Well, see, my comment. I think a lot of our comments was, man, we're really assholes.
Yeah,
and I
We are
do think
complete
that this
buttholes in
shot
this.
went on a little too long.
Why? Yeah, I was like, why? Why are they doing this to the witch?
I'm just completely out of character.
Yeah, you probably could have cut
Especially for
this
Lewis.
scene in half
Sure.
and been still okay.
Like, Linkara's character of sort of like the Eternal White Knight really didn't make sense for him to be.
The only minor problem I have with this scene is that when the witch speaks with her loud voice, you can really tell that it's Doug. And why not just have like the actress just do it with special effects over her voice?
Yeah.
Because everybody recognized Doug though.
Yeah, but she did a very good job. I guess she's part of the acting
yeah.
troupe in Chicago or something, or a group
Yeah,
or
her
something.
performance is.
Oh, she was great.
Yeah, she did a great job.
I'm like, yeah, we're dying. I don't care.
Oh, she's lightning, I guess.
Lightning
Dale was
again.
great on the special effects for these shots.
Yeah, you really
My
did.
my favorite part of the movie is right here where she kills his action figures because that just seems really mean.
Yeah,
it's
she
really
precisely
it's really
aimed
petty of the
under.
witch.
Now, Handsome
my
Tom
favorite.
to the rescue.
In the
Oh, and
script,
they cut-
Handsome
and
Tom
they
was
cut
actually
out, the
supposed to
witch's
say
line.
something.
The witch,
Yeah,
the
they
witch's
cut-
line here
cut
was
the
supposed
line.
to be was "you flagpole."
Yeah, I don't.
A lot of
It's
people
called
actually didn't
gymnastics.
even know what he was going to be doing. You know what he was doing. I had several people say, "What did he do to piss her off?" And it actually took me a couple of shots to go, "Oh, he's macing her." I didn't know.
I think
so.
I think there was a line in the script where he explains that it's Mace.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it was cut out, but yeah, originally Tom was supposed to explain himself and say, yeah, if it had existed in Willow would have used it, something like that.
Yeah, it was. If
Oh,
he'd
that's
had it,
right,
he would have
yeah.
used it. Yeah.
What I was commenting on earlier at the start of this was that despite the nitpicky nature of a lot of our fans, no one noticed that I have a different thing for my cape, the little connector thing, because on the first day of shooting, it broke, and Lisa was kind enough to lend one of her hair scrunchy things, and that actually worked really well.
I tried to
I
sew it
noticed
for
it.
you, but we couldn't find the piece for it or something. Like we had the needle and thread and everything, but.
I just want to point out that in the trailer there was one shot of this girl and everybody had a massive boner, like, oh, who's that girl, man? Like, she's the hottest thing. And she just gets blown up, so there's no payoff to it.
I really
my
like
favorite
the line.
theory.
Yes.
My favorite theory about her was that she was Malachite's hand given physical form.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Oh, wow. Someone
What?
actually commented that.
Someone theorized that from the one shot in the trailer.
Oh, okay. Wow. What?
She really does look like Kirsten Dunst, though.
I think it's the jacket and the hair.
Okay. The story I was going to tell was after the first day. You were mentioning the pajama pants you were in, Ben. But after the first day, I decided, like, you know what? I'm gonna try to save you guys, because between shots you can wear something warm. So I went to Target, which was the store near the hotel. I went to Target, and they do not sell warm clothing at Target, apparently. I was looking for hoodies. I was looking for sweatpants, a sweatshirt, anything, and they don't sell it. At least not at that time of year. They're like, I went up to the lady. I went up to the lady and
She
was like,
berated you.
yeah, she laughed at me. I was like, do you have any kind of like sweatpants or sweatshirts? And she goes, we don't sell that this time of year. And I'm like,
Sweatpants?
And I'm like,
It's freezing.
Like, it's 30 degrees outside. It's freezing. And she goes, well, most people here buy them before it gets cold.
Oh.
And I'm like, I just about tore her throat out. I was like,
Do you know Sam? I'm just 21.
no, I'm like, what kind of sense does that make? Like, what if I fell in the mud? And what if I fell down and got my sweatshirt muddy, or like I ruined it? Like, how am I supposed to get a new one if you? It's fucking cold.
Well, I think
Should have
the real point.
prepared for the mud, sir.
The real point is, what if you're visiting from out of town and suddenly it's colder than you
What if I'm-
expected? It would
what if
be
I'm
nice
out
to
of
get
town?
A shirt.
What if I'm out of town shooting a movie and I didn't dress warmly enough?
When's that
Well,
gonna
None of
happen?
us were anticipating that late in April that it would be so cold.
Yeah.
I don't know what you guys are complaining about. That's normal British weather.
Shit!
Here comes another one of my big scenes.
I don't want to interrupt your scene.
It's your scene too, the gate cleaner.
You do.
I had no idea I was shooting this until the movie was over. I'm not even kidding, because I read the script and there's a character called the Dungeon Master, and I'm like, that's weird. The Dungeon Master, huh? And I thought, honestly, I thought they were going to do some kind of like little Kuribo thing where they were going to take the Dungeon Master from the D&D cartoon.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah. Kuribo? What's a Kuribo?
You mean Kuribo?
Martin.
I thought they were going to lip flap the Dungeon Master from the cartoon, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And then there's a character called Dungeon Master's wife, which says in parentheses, obviously Spoony in drag. And I go, that's weird, but I'll do it. But I didn't know. I didn't know I was the Dungeon Master, and so after the movie, Doug pulls me aside and goes, so the Dungeon Master footage, I'm going to need that, in like 2 weeks. And I go, what? He goes, the Dungeon Master character, you're playing that guy, and I'm like, okay. What kind of costume should I wear? Like, I don't know what. I'm the Dungeon Master, and he goes, yeah, the guy in that one video where you're like, oh, you call people maggots and worms and stuff like that, and I go, the gate cleaner? And he goes, is that what he's called? And I go,
how does he know?
Doug doesn't have time to watch all of our videos.
No, he's like, I saw that. He saw the video. He's like, that was really funny, that character you did. I didn't know what his name was. And I go, I can do that. Okay.
He had so much trouble with this damn rock. We couldn't get it to bounce up in the air. It's like there are so many outtakes of us dropping that damn rock.
I can never get. Sorry, I can never get the lighting consistent.
There it is.
I was gonna say that the lighting looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It really does. Was that in your,
but every time I do the gate cleaner, I can never get it the same way as before because I always it's really just like some party lights I got from Home Depot and like a black light off to the side.
Are you kidding? Wow.
Is that your green screen room?
Yeah, it's the other side of the green screen room where I have a black moving blanket nailed to the wall.
The Dubatine room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, just a general rule of thumb, any Britishism like bollocks is usually something I've added in, and people very rightly chastise me for using the term second grader, which is not something we have in the UK.
Rightly.
Sounded good, though.
Yeah, but no one will get it if you say, I'm from Form 2 or Standard 3, or I don't know what they call it nowadays. Year 12.
The Dungeon Master's wife.
So, Justin, tell me how many black person were in the Gestapo?
I don't know. That was the line he gave me.
Watch the spirit.
Hey, if you said it on camera, it's your fault.
Orders.
I was just following orders.
If you watch the spirit, Samuel L. Jackson dresses in a Nazi uniform.
Well, there you go. There you go.
My last word on the Dungeon Master's wife was I was like, I initially thought I was gonna have I was gonna dress exactly like the Dungeon Master, and I didn't even know what. I'm like, how do you want the Dungeon Master's wife to dress? He's like, just like a normal housewife. Like, I'm like, really? Oh crap! So I bought a dress, and I stuffed a bra, but I didn't have a bra, so I bought one online because I didn't want to go to a store and buy a bra. But get this. I get this. I bought the exact right size of bra, not knowing what my bra size is.
I imagine you'd probably be like a 38 something.
I think it was a 42D.
Oh. Yeah, I guess it's something.
There you go, trivia fans.
But yeah, I bought this bra. I bought this bra, and of course, I should have taped it. Me trying it on, and I'm like, hey, this actually fits really well.
Everybody disappeared in the background.
So if you want to get Noah something for his birthday,
you know my bra size.
You get some of those like chicken fillet stuffer things.
This scene was.
I just
much
like the wig.
longer.
It suits you about the same as the Joker's wig. It's great. When he was a nurse in The Dark Knight.
I saw the alternate takes of the
That
Dungeon
scene just
Master's
passed.
wife.
That scene was meant to be so much longer, but
I love this bit.
Mm.
He looks so wretched and pathetic.
If there's one regret I have about that, I wish I had. Doug really wanted my eyes wider, and I was so tired. I couldn't get them any wider. And yes, this is authentic girly stream. I really did do this myself. Doug didn't alter this in post. This is what I did.
We were all just right.
I and Liz in the close so much trouble trying to keep straight faces with me doing the goofy shit that I do in this.
It's great because you're really like hypnotized. You do a great face.
The rest of us were like just behind the bush.
Face me to do because to do this face I have to not focus my eyes on anything, and that hurts.
Tune in again for part 5.
Shabams.
We're back with Linkara's favorite part. Tell us why.
I'm not sure why exactly. I think it might be because of Suede's return. I think one of my favorite camera angle in the entire thing is that one take we did of the pan shot where we spin around from the back of his head to the front and then he takes off the mask. There's something about that return and just so triumphant, and we've gone through all these tribulations so far and people throwing lightning bolts and crap at us. So just to have that, hooray, Suede is back! I'm chipper and I like happy things.
I wanted to just tell him really quickly here. There's a take here that Phalis has where my little friends at the stairwell, like right here, and we're in the other room. Like the people that are not in the shot are in the other room, but we're hearing Phalis just lose his shit, and we can't help but cackle like hyenas. And then we hear Doug just call out from the other room, "Shut up! It's not that funny."
So if people remember that this was shot in Zach the Lego Maniac's house, and the guy really is a Lego Maniac. Like he has like a fucking like Death Star that's like freaking huge in his living room.
Yeah.
What's ironic is that this is my favorite part, yet this is also the part where I was also the most miserable because we had spent the entire day outside. It was cold out, but I was wearing clothes underneath. So inside of the house, I was miserable and hot, and I was like tired. So I was like collapsed, and I think I was a little cross with Doug. I was like, just get it over with.
Yeah, I heard.
And then we had to do a big apology spiel afterwards and say, no, we love you, Doug. We will finish the video.
I know. I was really apologetic because I was like, oh man, I was really.
I actually heard that because I didn't hear you were rude, but I heard that you were kind of done at one point, and just kind of wanting to get it over with, and it was a little demoralizing because normally you're the guy who's very 100% gung ho all the time, and we were like, oh my god, Linkara's kind of pissed off today, and oh shit, so.
You know what it was? It was just the heat and the tired suddenly all hit me at once.
No, I get it. I totally get it.
Just all collapsed on me. Throughout the rest of the day, I was chipper and happy. It was like, haha, I dressed warmly.
Linkara's pissed off? Well, I'm going home.
Did anyone else notice that gigantic Star Destroyer made of Lego in the background in that previous shot?
Amazing. The guy also had the X-Wing and Sony ones.
Continuity teams might have noticed that the house hasn't changed
They're
in 30
hilarious,
years.
and she does a different one each time.
What you say, Matthew? I didn't hear.
Continuity themes might have noticed that the house hasn't changed in 30 years, right down to the high definition television.
Yeah. Hey, that Japanese, he was on the cutting edge.
Why is there a laptop nailed to the wall?
I was wondering that. It's pretty awesome, though.
The reason why I like
it is pretty awesome
they
in
got Akira and Ghost
1981.
in the Shell posters in the background. If you look at the background, you can see Ghost in the Shell and Akira wall tapestries, like in the background. Those are just for me.
Those are all awesome. I noticed that the pages are very, very pristine and white. It must be enchanted.
It's a magic book, Suede.
God, don't you know how this?
Oh yeah, that's a magic post-it note.
I was gonna say, did we have post-it notes back in the 80s?
Yeah,
They had high definition TVs and
I don't know.
laptops.
Did they have books back in the 80s?
Or did they all just round it up and snort it?
But this was
Oh,
supposed to be
cassette
like
tape.
early 80s, though.
How did people communicate without email? They had to send little slips of paper over like great distances.
What the hell is
I love when
paper?
Orlando turned. It was slightly Jaws, like. Slightly Jaws.
I definitely remember that actually when they shot Rob's, they shot Rob's dialogue like after everybody was done in this floor. So we all went upstairs and waited like for it seemed so long because it was the end of the day. I know it wasn't that long, but everyone was so tired. And everyone took a nap while Rob was doing that, and I don't know, like it was like a bit demoralizing. After it was like, it's the end of the first day, really? Are you kidding me? Like I'm done.
We were probably shooting 12, 13-hour days.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
During
During this shot, I was in a car outside, stuffed into the back seat like a dead body, and doing pretty much what a dead body does. I was just completely knocked out while this was happening, and I didn't even do much, so I can't even imagine what you guys are doing.
Now, the impressive thing about doing those 12, 13-hour days, though, is that you weren't spending too long on any one thing. So it had to keep moving because you had to get a 2-hour movie done in 3 or 4 days.
We pretty much had 1 or 2 takes. If we got the take done in 1 take, we was kind of rolled with it. Usually we did 2 for safety if it was an important line, but yeah, we rolled, man.
Paper photo, my goodness.
I love how the picture is from the exact same neighborhood that the finale is happening.
Well, obviously he was
Screen
looking
cap
for the
alert.
hand.
A lot of Orlando stuff was shot in kind of like a secondary shooting session after we'd all gone home because Orlando lived closer. But yeah.
Orlando stuff was the climax. We had Orlando for the first day of shooting, but I think that was mostly about it. And he came a little bit for the Team B shooting for that scene, but I think that's about it.
I love Jeffers' wig. It looks like Spoony's wig from the Housewife.
Yeah.
My wig from the what?
From when you were the housewife. That was a red wig.
Pick up the croutons. You know,
Oh, I forgot what I was gonna do. I didn't know how he wanted to do the performance because he was just kind of like, just do it. So I did it with like, I must have done like 20 different takes of that one line. Did you ever pick up the crouton? Of varying types of housewives. So I did one that was very sweet. I did one that was very perky. I did one that was an alcoholic. I had this big tumbler of like, it was basically apple juice, but it looked like gin. You know. So
the surly growling. Shut up already! Mommy's on the phone.
Yeah, I did.
Mommy's on the rock.
I did
On the rock. Yeah,
I did
right.
varying degrees of. I called it the cigarette hag take, where I was.
Yeah.
I was like, "Did you ever pick up the croutons?"
So Doris Grau then.
Yeah, and so I was
supposed to be tempted to do like the Terry Jones falsetto there for the wife, but no, it was good to just completely.
Oh, I did. No, I did a Monty Python. I was like, "Hello, did you ever pick up the croutons?" You know, like.
If no one's really got something to say right now, I want to tell a quick story about me and Brad at Target, if y'all wouldn't mind.
Go right ahead. I know this.
All right. During one of the rainouts, we decided to kill some time by just heading over to Target, see what was what, and me and Brad and I think a few others. I think Spoony, you were there, or I know Lewis was there.
I was up for anything to get out of the hotel and not go to fucking Denny's.
I know that's it. Anyway, we were hanging out of the DVD. We were hanging out of the DVD aisle, and we were laughing about like all these compilation movies. And for some reason, when we said that these few movies and Wagons East was put together, that set Brad off.
No. It was Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah, it was Napoleon. Oh yeah, I looked at Napoleon Dynamite and I said to Brad, "Hey, Brad, Napoleon Dynamite's your favorite movie, right?" And he screams out, "Fuck that movie!" Just like he was like vengeful, like a vengeful spirit took over Brad, and I just tapped him
Hold on,
the
how
shoulder.
does he miss us? How does he keep missing this?
I don't know. He has a terrible.
Look how crappy he has to load the gun. He's not a very good shot. We're only running because we're.
Yeah, but I mean, come on, like we're just right before him. That's kind of weird. But
Yeah,
go ahead, Bennett. Just
anyway, so I like he's just like, fuck that movie, and I just kind of tap him on the shoulder and just said, look behind you there, cowboy. And he did, and there was like a little kid just and it that's pulling him away.
It really was quite something having like 6 or 7 critics in the movie aisle at Target, because we all just start kind of pointing at movies and going like, look at this shit. Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within, fuck that movie. And then everyone's like, you're like, oh, you think that's bad? Check out this Adam Sandler movie. Click. What the fuck is that? And then, like, we're all like doing.
I do remember that.
We're all like doing 8-second reviews in the movie aisle line,
trying to one up each other.
Well, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember because I kept picking up movies like, that's the worst cover art I've ever seen. No, that's the worst cover art I've ever seen.
Well, Matt, you and I were talking about British cover art versus American cover art, and how often the UK cover art is better. And so I think we were going off on that for a while.
Hey, you think movie cover art's better than British? The European version of the Resident Evil covers is just 10 times better. But oh well, anyway. Like
oh my God,
Resident
this
Evil.
is with Matthew.
Going to my scene, this is a very. I'm always perpetually surprised how big a part Doug writes for me in these things. I'm just like, okay.
Probably my absolute favorite part is when he goes, where? Oh, there he goes.
This is me ad-libbing, by the way. I had no idea what the hell to say. I'm terrible at ad-libbing, especially when you ask me to ad-lib about trees.
Aren't you wearing your cloak thing inside out?
Backwards.
I'm not, but I'm wearing the cloak face thing inside out, I think, or at least one item inside out, and that's not intentional. That was me wearing it inside out by accident because I couldn't tell. I really am that much of an idiot.
You're supposed to say it was totally on purpose. I was in character.
No, I'm in character because I'm an idiot.
Oh.
I'm idiot savant.
We had cars.
I love
the car thing.
Why were we walking?
I'm wearing the facial mask at
all
school.
the time.
Oh, there's a continuity error that really bugs me about how the because I think we did 2 takes, and on the second take I don't think I lowered down the mask as much as I should have. So there's one shot where you can see my neck, and that just
this fucking line. I'd forgotten this line even existed in Crystal Skull until Brad brought it up, and you can hear me groan audibly. Oh.
Yeah,
he's in the
gone to the space between spaces.
I feel sorry for poor Marsga in this scene because she had to put up with me dabbing at her arm for about 10 minutes. Like,
this was the only scene where
your arm. It's like I was doing it quite hard.
You can see Marsga laughing.
Yeah, this is the one where I really started cracking up because there was a time or two where I kind of like stumbled over a line, but this one I walk in and you're pawing at Mars Girl. You got Princess Mononoke standing there and Jareth, and I come in with a Crystal Skull line like, he's gone to the space between spaces, and I just lost it.
I mean, it wasn't a very good excursion, was it? I mean, it wasn't a very good excursion for Cinema Snob, was it? Because not only do you swear in front of a small child, but you also punch Looper in the face. So it just
I always swear in front of small children. In fact, I did it again like 20 minutes later. Like we were kind of laughing about the situation, and Lewis says, "Wait, what happened?" And then Sage said something like, "We brought up." Napoleon Dynamite, and again I was like, seriously, fuck that movie. And there was a kid like 5 feet
walking
away
past us.
And Lewis is like, and I wasn't even trying to mess with you. You just curse a lot.
Just around small children.
There's a laptop nailed to the wall. What is that?
Do we have a surveillance system or something?
It's new age artwork, duh. It
That's
symbolizes
it really is the guy's basement.
all of these laptops and technology create walls around us.
Oh, very nice.
But none of that was actually set for the movie. It was just a guy's basement that's set up like that.
Yeah. With laptops nailed to the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, if you look in the background, you can actually see the where Doug did the "It's Time" thing from Kickassia.
Yeah.
That's the song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Do you remember how tired, at least I got, of the only restaurant near the hotel was Denny's?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There was a pub.
No.
There was a pub as well.
Yeah, well, it was.
Loved the pub. No, the pub was awesome. That was where everybody got introduced to the wonder that is the Irish car bomb, or at least those who braved it.
But I was like, I was wanting to go to the bar like every meal, because like the first day I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner at Denny's, and I could never look at a Denny's again for as long as I lived.
If I'm
Yeah.
allowed to, could I
Think
talk
with
about
us, Nova.
American cuisine?
And it was a
Bring
bad
us
Denny's.
into oblivion.
Can
It was a
talk
bad
about
Denny's?
American cuisine for a second? Can I?
Sure.
All right, I'll elaborate.
I don't think
American
Denny's
cuisine-
is a very appropriate example, but go ahead.
American cuisine, just generally, be it the hotel, Denny's, or the pub, yeah, that just ended me. And by the way, I should mention that my portion sizes are. I was like, what the hell is wrong with the portion sizes? So every meal, and I mean every meal, I ordered off the starter menu, and even then I didn't finish 7 bits of it. I'm not kidding.
No, we have bigger portions. Yeah.
I just know that somebody at some point is going to ask me about the magic that I use on my show and ask, well, how come it doesn't drain your life force like it does in this?
Someone's already done that. I know.
No. Here's the thing. I'm going to explain it. I'm going to say that my hat protects me, and that's why I wear the hat.
And now we know.
This dorky-looking hat is the only thing protecting me from the real bad guys.
Lewis, your hat is a lampshade.
Brad, tell us the story of for the viewers at home. I know the story, but of the asshole waiter at the hotel.
Oh my God! Oh God!
Sorry,
oh God!
I'm sorry.
I wish.
I'm sorry, we were both
Oh,
there for
no.
that one.
Yeah. It was me, you, Ed, and Mickey and Phelan. We go into the restaurant. We got this surly waiter who was like 70 years old. This guy was cranky as hell. Like, I don't know if there was like some youngsters in there before who stiffed him on a tip or something. But we walk over. He's about to sit us at a table, and I say, can we have a booth? Because my back kind of hurts, and he's like, oh God, and I'm like, okay, if it's a problem, and he's like, no, it's fine. So he sits us at the booth, and then everything we ask of this guy, it was like we were asking him to sacrifice his child. Like it was that hard for him to do something. And like, with Phelan was like, can I have some red sauce with mine? And the guy's like, you mean marinara? And he's like, the red sauce. And the guy's like, sir, red sauce is marinara. And it got to the point to where Mickey was intentionally asking him for more things just to piss him off.
And not really things either. We were asking for more bread. We were just asking for some butter for the bread. And everything, more butter, forget it, man. Like, it's like, like slapped him in the face. And before we even got in, he was trying to get us away from there. He was like, would you like to sit at the bar? Or would you like to come in here? It was like, well, we'd like to come there. It was like, oh.
Hey,
man.
Wade's mask.
Wait, it's your scene. Come on.
Okay, I got it all buffering. What time are we on here?
You
just about. There you go.
You just revealed. Oh shit, you're in this movie, man. Where have you been?
Wade, what are you doing here?
Oh well. I guess I just
I
kind
was
of
completely
did.
confused.
I was just stopping by. Oh, there we go. I always thought that it would actually be a bit more dramatically effective if, they did the big turn and then I lift up my mask and then I go, critic, and then it goes, to be continued. But I don't know. This one probably works a bit better.
Actually,
no, I think that would have been better. That would have been a cliffhanger.
It would have been a good
Actually,
cliffhanger,
during
but
the
what I
past
like
2
about
years,
this scene.
You stay in New Zealand?
What?
Sorry, what I like about this scene is. Sorry, go ahead, Ben.
Oh, I'm defeated, Anna.
No,
Okay,
all I wanted to
Lewis,
know
you're gonna
is,
say something?
well, since you've spent like, you've been gone for 2 years. Like, did you stay in New Zealand or did you travel around the world?
I was actually in New Zealand. They only send you to one general area for the whole 2 years, and I got sent to the equivalent of, I don't know, someone from Utah being sent to Idaho. It's someone. I got sent to New Zealand.
Okay.
All right, well, we'll finish the story in part 6. Load up part 6 in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
Abort!
Abort!
Oh shit!
Oh,
What's wrong? We were just munching.
All right.
I'll start.
Is everybody ready?
I don't know. What's wrong? What happened?
You told us to wait.
I didn't say anything. I
Yes,
just
you
said,
did. You told us to wait. You totally told us to wait.
I didn't say wait. Did I say wait?
Yes, you did.
You said, "Oh wait."
Yeah.
I said, oh fuck. I didn't say, oh wait.
Yes, that implied.
Yeah,
That means
Did you like go like, oh
implies it.
No, I said, oh fuck.
I love wheat.
I'm sorry, but when you say "oh fuck," does that mean "oh fuck"? You better start going.
Oh, wheat. Man, these wheat crackers.
Wheat thins.
Oh fuck! Wheat thins, why do you have to be so good?
All right, countdown.
Okay.
All right, loading part 6 in 3, 2, 1, go.
So anyway,
So, Suede.
Suede is back. Lewis, what would you want? What were you saying about the scene? What you liked about it?
well, the thing what I liked about that and not having it as a cliffhanger, it would have been a good cliffhanger. But the thing is, like I was saying earlier, the reason why I liked that part so much is because we have all this crap just kind of laid onto us, but then suddenly, bam, everybody's happy at the end of it. And I like that, you know, it feels like that there's a sudden upswing and positive energy. Everything's going to be a lot better and happier. And oh my God, yes, that was my favorite line in the
That's
entire
not even a person.
I had
Hey,
enough.
it's Lisa.
See, I like to think that my character actually did kill Joe's hamster, and
Is that just your own latent way of saying you like to kill hamsters?
Look at Matthew in the background. Look at that smile.
Okay.
Part 5 is my favorite part, but that line from Brad is my absolute favorite in the entire movie.
Not even a person.
you can't even tell that it's duct tape now.
Yeah, it's kind
It looks like a garbage bag.
We duct tape a blanket for those not in the know. We duct tape a blanket and then wrapped it around her. And people all
Shut it. And people were asking
Angry
me. Joe's trying to dig with his hands on the blade. So if he tries to dig with the hilt, he's going to cut his hand something terrible. But okay.
Well, and people were asking me, "Are you really going to try and dig with a ball?" My balls are magical. I can do that.
I'm digging with a wand.
Allow me to
Well, it's better than using the hilt of a sword while you're holding the blade. But
Okay, coming up is the worst line in the entire movie. In fact, during the shoot, I even like look over. I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Here it is.
There's the box
Hey,
of carpet.
Yeah.
Actually, Spoony, I have to blame you for something because you guys are talking about it so much. You can see me giggle slightly in the background here. I'm trying to.
I want to see it.
What's wrong with that line? It's a great line.
I have a feeling it's right there.
No. It's
Within the
that is the box of a carpenter. I have no idea what the fuck that means.
It's just
within the
it's
span of
Indiana Jones
within-
callback.
The other
so.
boxes it could have been in.
Yeah,
right?
Brad is taking any opportunity to say an Indiana Jones line. That's I think
know
what's
that,
going
but
on.
It doesn't even make sense.
So within the span of 2 minutes, I have the best and worst line in the movie.
Exactly.
It's a great line. I laughed.
I've noticed how many faces I'm pulling during this.
Look at Film Brain mugging like fucking crazy in this scene.
And James's great cameo here.
There's one thing in this room that. Yeah.
So go ahead.
James Rolfe, yes. But there's one thing that I'm surprised they didn't use in this room, and that was Velociraptor James Brown. Does anyone remember that? There was this little doll there when if you press the button, it let out this screech like a Velociraptor.
Oh, I remember that,
was
yeah,
quite
yeah.
good.
Oh yeah.
That was scary.
More
They could
lens
use it as a
flares than
horror.
Star Trek.
Lens flare!
Lens flare.
All of a sudden, it turned into a J.J. Abrams movie.
I remember in this scene, it was like, everyone look at that bit of pipe.
Okay, this scene, maybe one of you guys can explain this better than I can, but I think what I remember talking from Doug is he loves the scene from the latest Harry Potter movie, that kind of I don't want to say animated, that kind of
Well, it's animated.
that animated feature in the middle where they're explaining the wand and shit. He loved that scene, and he really wanted something like that in this movie. At least that's what I got the impression.
Now that image of somebody of Malachite looking at his hand with the staff. God, that looks like it's from a D&D book or something.
Someone else said that too.
The pose is definitely referenced from a D&D game. Actually, so someone posted the exact picture. The pose is based off a reference. Yeah.
But yeah, Doug said
I was actually going to say
that definitely
yeah.
Jim was the one who drew all these images, but they might have been based off of actual images from D&D books.
I was going to say, it looks like a Magic the Gathering card, you know, Gauntlet of Power, add +5/+5 and Vigilance or something, I don't know.
+5/+5 is Vigilance. Talk about god modding.
And Leonardo da Vinci met King Arthur.
From both Kikassia and this one, people were wondering, why isn't the AVGN in this? And of course, they never wait just to see when we put them in.
Yeah.
If there's one thing I recall filming about that scene in Doug's basement, I do remember it was like, "Shut up, Borgo!"
Okay, there's the pink ring, which I still regret having Gandalf wear, because I so did not intend that to be a distraction.
No, but it's good because it doesn't make the fact that it's Matisse in the end like so obvious, because some people up to the very end thought it'd be Spoony saving the day.
I guess
So
that's true.
it's a purple herring.
Maybe it works that it's a distraction.
Spoony really is Aeon. No way.
Another thing that since the whole struggle between science and magic is so ingrained in the backstory of this, a lot of people thought that Dr. Insano was going to show up in the last scene as the representative of science. And I'm actually very glad, and I think I actually asked Doug not to include Dr. Insano in this movie, because I think he really got his one big starring role in Kikassia, and I think that was good. You know, I was like, I didn't want him to keep kind of hamming it up and basically stealing the end of the movie, and I just didn't want to go there.
He got his
basically one
the
thing.
human spider.
Yeah, you were in a human spider, but it's one thing actually I like better with Suburban Knights over Kikassia is that it's not as self-referential. So I often say that it's not sniffing its own ass. Basically, you don't have to have like a background of like 200 fucking videos to actually enjoy the movie. Suburban Knights is a movie I can show to friends who have no background or knowledge of the site, and they can actually enjoy because most of the jokes are actually appealing to a broader audience. So that's why I like better about it.
I wish I delivered that line better, because if I knew that Doug was going to call back to it, so my delivery's quite bad there.
Well, somebody actually asked if Brad there was a couple lines that Brad never got to say. What didn't he get to say? I remember people wanted to say
Fortune and glory, kid.
Fortune and glory and no ticket and
Spoony, get our stuff.
Yeah, Spoony, get our stuff.
And I am actually in the other room sleeping because this was the first day of shooting. I know that everything that we shot inside the house was the first day. Second day was team one. Third day of shooting was out in the field. Fourth day was you guys on your own. And yeah, I am over on a couch nearby. I was just kind of took a nap and I apparently snore.
Lewis is 2 foot off to my right on a couch, snoring like crazy, and I'm like sticking him when I sound like, Lewis, shut up.
Oh yeah.
This was actually a very hard scene to shoot, believe it or not, even though it was indoors. It was very hot inside the house, and I'm wearing like 10 pounds of fucking hair, but not real hair, like this fucking polyester style plastic hair.
And you guys had those halogen lights, right?
Yeah, it was very hot lights, and you could hear every noise that was made in that house.
Yeah.
Like, there was people walking around, even people shifting their weight on the couch you could hear. And so, like, Doug was fucking yelling every 10 seconds, "Shut up!" Like,
yeah. I remember being the guy who was like, "Spoony, you okay? Are you okay, Spoony?"
I was sweating like crazy. I was probably the only really miserable guy in the house because it was so hot, and I was wearing so much hair. The wig, I hated that wig by the end of this shot. I hated it bad because it was. I think it was actually made to kind of hang in your face, and so you'll actually see a couple shots where I tie it back with a hair tie, and it doesn't look that good, but the beard and the hair, I was like, it was just fucking polyester, whatever that fucking plastic hair is, in my eyes every day, all day. I was
like how without the Gandalf hat, the costume looks sort of like you're an old hippie who just wandered out of the woods.
Yeah, a few people said I looked like God. Some people said I looked like Moses.
My God.
Well, which is, ironic because your name is Noah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I like having Luca and Tom. I like seeing
sorry,
Luca and Tom
Moses
next to
did
each
not
other.
build
They
the
look so
ark.
much alike.
Wow. That's funny because I was meant to. It was the Storm Drain of Secrets. Originally, it was going to be the Sewer Pipe of Secrets or something. I don't know why they changed it.
I think they changed it because I think you ad-libbed something and it was more accurate than what was written.
You can't. If you actually pay attention, you can tell that Paw is actually wearing two different sets of gloves. One is the set he brought with him, and the other is the Darth Vader gloves that I use all the time in my videos. And he liked them more because they were longer and covered up his arms more when he was whenever he brought his hands up.
Get ready for some really, really bad continuity here.
I just like the PSA here with Linkara.
Yeah. Get off my lawn.
Every time we line up in a shot, the lineup is different in the next shot.
Yeah.
I fucking guarantee it.
We try. We're kind of
part
shifting around
6
so we can get a better look. That's all.
Part 6 is my favorite, but the fighting, the way it's edited, like there's no way you could get like good continuity with that many people, so little time and all that.
Well, because we shot it completely out of order is why. I mean, we didn't even we did
Plus,
all.
we're not exactly known for our brilliant fight choreography.
Well, I remember being a little bit terrified because this I think was the first day that I was doing camera for this, and the way it worked out was that you had Doug, who was directing, who can do camera sometimes, but he's in it, so he's in the scene, and then Rob, who is the primary DP, who was also in the scene. So I was doing a lot of camera work for this, like right off the bat, and I'm like, oh God, I sure hope this turns out okay, because my worst fear is that they're gonna look at it, Rob and Doug are gonna look at this and be like, this is crap.
Yeah, the problem
Even
is
Marco actually helped with the camera, doing like reaction shot while Ed Glazer was shooting the main thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, the Power Glove wouldn't have been around in '83. The Famicom wasn't even created until '82. So how could they have the Power Glove and it's completely out?
It's been scrapped out of Japan. It's a prototype.
It's a prototype for a game system that doesn't exist.
He used magic to break the space-time continuum.
Oh, okay, I can accept that.
Okay.
It's magic. You don't have to explain it.
Face it, guys. Nintendo's ruined.
Oh, and the other thing, someone on Spoony's comment section finally noticed this, that I am using the same sword as the Cloaks. And that's because originally I was planning on bringing a real sword because I have a real sword and it would have looked really good as a King Arthur sword. The problem is Doug did not want to have any real sword. Doug did not want to have any real swords because of the risks to people involved, and that's understandable, and I was like, okay, fine. The problem is he only had two choices for the swords. One was the really tiny one that worked better for Mickey, and the other was about 5 copies of the cloak swords.
Well-founded fears as well, because the one guy who brought a real sword ended up almost goring Rob in the head.
Because Wade has a real katana.
Rob got a katana wound in the forehead.
Ouch! I did not even know that.
Yeah, I love the fact that everyone here has like a weapon to show off, and here I am just kind of like, bang, clash.
No, we don't have weapons. Don't you worry.
Yeah,
lying, man.
The show stealer in this scene is definitely Chicago Wind.
Yeah, but it's great because we all have flowing costumes, so we can have it all blowing against the wind.
The email from Doug about not bringing swords is one of my favorite emails ever.
I'm sorry, Lindsay, what was that?
No, Allison and I were just like making all these jokes about femininity, just kind of the way we were written, because like we were kind of made to fight the witch, so it was like the two girls were fighting the other girl, and we were just like, we're just like, all right, you know what? Hold on, I'm taking my shoes off. I'm gonna make everybody a sandwich. Oh wait, hold on, I can't.
Street Fighter plays here.
Fight.
I'm just doing the. That was meant to actually be more of a old school Final Fantasy pose where they're always like bouncing back and forth with their sword. But,
and I'm just doing magician hands.
Ooh. Yeah. Poor Frodo.
For Frodo.
A diversion.
Kurosawa was a hack. This is better.
Everyone expected me to be the Avatar.
Well, you are wearing the Avatar's costume, or so to speak. Although I think it did that. I love that the logo tabard you have on was really well done. I started talking to the prop lady, although we could never. I kind of called it off because I think she was starting to talk about price and stuff like that. I was like, I don't really want to. Like, I was willing to pay for it, but it was gonna be looking like $80, $90, something like that.
Oh, then the sword breaks.
Oh, that's where sword breaks. Yeah, but they worked it in. They worked it in well.
Such a good prop for a Master Sword. It's never used in the movie.
The Master Sword shattered. That was not planned. That happened during the shoot.
That was ad-libbed because the sword broke while we were filming. And swayed with the swayed blade.
Hooray!
Actually, I really do like the fighting style. It has a name, or it's like Ikaku or something like that, where you fight with the scabbard and the sword.
Yeah, you know that's kind of weird though, because my entire scabbard was completely. Oh, I love that scene. No, the entire scabbard was completely smashed to bits by the end of it. Who would have thought that like a plastic sword would like completely ruin a actual metal katana, well, an actual wooden katana scabbard, but it just looked like it was really used because it was actually Bargo's sword. I was like, I'd really like a real good katana prop sword, but then Bargo's like,
you can see me there just standing, like, because this was shot while I was doing my monologue, so I'm just standing there in the background doing nothing, and the next shot I'm like biting the cat guy, and then the cat guy now is fighting Tom, so the continuity is all over the place.
Yeah.
No, I was
sorry, I
down.
didn't mean to cut you up, but
so.
But yeah, anyway, that's. Sorry.
I'm just watching.
Bargo just had a Kill Bill sword. Sorry.
Well,
someday we'll film like an actual like fight choreographed fight scene, and it'll look cool.
Swade, was any of the footage where of the take where you bonk Rob in the head actually included?
I don't think so.
No, not at all. Unfortunately, that's actually a Kill Bill sword, by the way. It's Bargo's, and I just completely ruined it for him. Still.
Oh wow. Yeah, I thought you were borrowing that sword because you said you were gonna start doing this thing with the suede blade.
Yes. Well, no.
I was so afraid when I heard they were doing this.
I was so jealous. I was so jealous of Mickey. I wanted to do this with my Arwen dress, and I was like, this is how the dress needs to go down. This is how it's gonna go.
This is also coming up with clever use of an outtake because they have in pieces like, let's try it again, but it was just like one of the other takes that didn't quite work out.
This is a brilliant frigging scene.
Yeah.
I really like when I wrote that in the script. I think Ed shot that scene actually, and I was really afraid that it wouldn't turn out right, but I trusted the man when he said, okay, it looks good. We're gonna keep it. You can see Phelan like just fighting with his bare hands against the sword.
He's the rock fighter. You can take it.
I was telling him the first time you showed up, the first line you said was "crom," but you said "come."
Yeah,
that was fucking brilliant.
I said it with my French accent.
Dud.
And then I got punched, and then you can see me standing and basically like talking to Phelan like in the next shot after I got punched.
There you go. That was just an outtake. That was just it was not going to be a used.
A lot of people noticed that it was an outtake, though.
Oh, okay. Well, then there you go.
Yeah.
You're gonna die now.
What was an outtake? Sorry, I missed it.
Oh, this the second time.
The second
Mickey
time I
tries
was
to
trying
fly.
to swing Mickey around.
Team B to the rescue! Look to the east!
All day, and we're quite frustrated.
God approves of this.
I seriously had the Lord of the Rings music playing in my head when I saw this. Da 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 da.
My biggest pratfall occurs in this scene where we're all running down. As we've mentioned before, the field got very muddy, and as soon as I ran out of camera here...
Oh, you went down, didn't you? You fell.
Yeah, I slipped on the mud, went landed straight on my ass in the mud.
Oh, Justin.
Standing there all cool. The wind had caught my coat just in the best time.
About that was that it was not on camera.
And so his natural response is he whips his dick out.
Listen,
I'm a
Listen,
big, bright, shining star.
I do remember that you, at one point, you did leave a little something in our hotel.
Yes.
And I remember texting you saying, Justin, you need to come back here and pick something up.
I like how all of Team 1 is basically now just like jerking off watching the others fighting.
Well, because, we're better
tired.
fighters.
And with that,
Doug doesn't know anything about my magic gun. So he always uses it. So anytime he uses it in it, he always has it shoot regular bullets.
And there was a big to-do about Paw and that staff. I mean, they were going to have something with the Paw and the staff, and it was a big thing, but it never came to fruition.
That was horrible looking.
My role in this movie is done.
See, what I like about the two there is that's the two music reviewers, aside from the rap critic, joining together and like uniting against the voice.
Oh, very cool.
I'm still amazed Angry Joe manages to get through the airport with MP5s.
Yeah.
I think we semi ad-libbed this bit here because Lupa was getting cold and she had her leather jacket and we were like, we should totally like integrate the leather jacket into this.
Yeah, it's way better. Actually, we said that Rob was a lousy shot when he was trying to shoot us in the basement, but actually Joe can hit people with a machine gun like 2 feet away.
The one thing I do wish I'd managed to do in this is bring the Flame of Honor into this video.
Would have been great.
Enjoy the fireworks.
Just finding the stone.
Just finding the stone.
Yes. I have found the stone and I'm hamming it up like none other.
It was wonderful. It was glorious.
Oh, poopy.
Whoopsie doodle.
Run away!
That's a great shot. Ed, did you do that shot of Doug, like, with the
Once again, you can see the cameraman.
I don't know that I did that shot.
We can see
the focus was really good,
though, which you can kind of sort of get away with because it's only in one lens and it's only the legs.
And we are rolling on to the finale of Suburban Nights, the big showdown with Malachite.
But first,
there
Spoony must be glove slapped.
Part 7.
The
All
first
the really
camera
bad
person.
shit happens.
So Brad, why in your section did you have the different movie titles for each part of Suburban Nights?
That was hilarious.
Because I figure, like, they could watch this movie on any site, My site, you get, like, some false plot line for each one of them.
Well, Bayless for his site, he did he wrote it up as Kickassia 2, Revenge of Baw.
That was also great.
I do like
how he defeats them all with his pinky.
I do like how we all decided to challenge the big bad one at a time, like in a Chuck Norris movie.
Yeah.
People
I think the way that works is we're each freaked out by him because each time, so only one of us is brave enough to try to take him on at a time.
Poor Liz. Poor Liz got kicked right in the knee in that scene.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Al.
She's okay though. She is happy to do it.
No, I know.
It's like, how come he mentioned that in the Steven Seagal movie review? He mocked it, and how come I don't have direct control of the creative process?
So do we have to assume that last Angry Geek can actually shoot thunderbolts
Yes, he knows magic.
in continuity?
Yeah, no, he was.
That?
It's funny that we all go up and fight him, but I never fight him, and I'm the only one with like an actual real weapon. But I don't know. I'm probably still
Hey,
defeated.
Swig, I have to correct you. I never go up to fight him. I just stand there for the entirety of the party.
So do I, with my very
here-
bad-looking blade.
Here's where
I
the
don't know why
lineup.
I'm even hearing this commentary. I don't do anything else in this movie.
Here's where the lineup starts getting really out of continuity between shots.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will explain the lineup thing that happened with me. I will explain what happened there when we get to my bits.
Orlando did a great job, by the way. And he really got along with everybody. Such a great guy. I just want to give him a shout out because he was a great guy, and we hang out at Denny's at like 2 a.m. and just talk forever about his job. Actually, when he gets a phone call about making coffee, cappuccinos, etc., it's because the guy actually owns a coffee.
See, now I'm on the left. Look at that. No, I'm not.
We can just never keep it straight.
Oh, if you're watching in the background, you can tell that Doug's repeated the shot because I do the hand motion of me putting my hand over my mouth, and you see that happen twice. So that's an indicator that Doug has used the same shot twice.
Don't review it.
Sorry, Doug, I just called you Blug.
Don't review it.
Actually, no, that's the Power Glove. It was a device for the Nintendo, and if you think about it, it's completely anachronistic to the timeline of the movie.
Shut up! Okay, this bit right here. What happens is I do the happy little gun twirl. I love doing that. I do my great line. And the thing is, after he sends the flame back, what they cut was me running away afterwards. I'm like, oh crap, I can't take this guy. And I think the reason why he cut it is because Brad does the same thing when he does his whip twirl, and it would have been repetitive. But that's why at the end I'm now on the other side with Brad. We've come back to encourage Mati.
You might have.
That was one thing, guys. I was like, are we back? It's because you and I both run away, and then he put us both in the shot later.
My plan is so pathetic.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Maybe it's gonna work.
You understand it's a long shot.
Yeah. Cracker Jones.
Yeah.
I love how disgusted he is with that.
Poor Spoony.
Oh,
There's a Pokemon reference.
Spoonie's blasting off again.
When Doug released the work print for us to see, and so eventually do dubbing, for extra scenes, this part, basically the whole episode 7 actually had no special effect whatsoever. So all of a sudden it was so weird, to see him dodge bullets that were not there, or the showdown with Matty. There was just people pointing at each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was always funny watching the rough cut because you have the lines that were clearly meant to be dubbed in later, dubbed in by Doug.
Yeah. Doug dubbed everything.
I feel like I need to say something about Nella and Lisa, who Nella was invited, sorta. Doug kind of wanted her to be like my patsy, and be following me around with the coconuts. And Nella couldn't get off work. Enough. So basically, that's why it totally got reduced to just a one-line cameo, which is here.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, I wish she could have been in it more because she's funny and she was the social butterfly. Lisa and I never saw her, and Lisa just sort of latched on hey, I want to come too, and Mashad was okay, go for it. So that was
all of the cheap dress that she has compared to yours is
it's made out of bed sheets.
In the final cut, though,
I keep wanting a $6 million man sound effect.
You betrayed Shiva.
I like how I'm the only guy out of everyone who actually attempts to physically thwart him.
I probably should have pulled out a gun and tried to shoot him.
Beach Wakande! Beach Wakande!
I guess it shows.
Everyone said you should have tried to steal my gun and tried to shoot him.
Yeah, I should have tried to shoot. Fuck that.
I like Phil Brain's expression. He's like, "Oh dear, this simply isn't done."
I don't know. It's it kind of shows what you did in your childhood. If when he says you betrayed Shiva, you think of Indiana Jones or Final Fantasy. You just think of this ice lady or something like that. I don't know.
Now, with the exception of most of the shots where Orlando is actually interacting with the cast, the rest of the cast, a lot of the stuff was shot.
There's a person strolling on the sidewalk, completely oblivious to what's going on behind us. The fate of the universe is being decided in Mortal Kombat, and there's a guy just strolling. Oh, no.
You can see the playground with a bunch of stuff for kids.
If you watch out for my funny faces, look at me blatantly overacting this scene.
So Ed, you were saying about shooting?
Oh, yeah, so I was saying, so with the exception of the bits where Orlando is actually in the same shot as the rest of the cast, I think a lot of the stuff was shot separately because we were in such a crunch that it was all we could do to just get all of the footage of the folks that had driven in and been flown in and so forth, and just made sure that it was in the can before, we had no more time left.
You were like back to back with Rob, and Rob was shooting Orlando, and you were shooting like the rest of the crew, right?
I think it was the other way around. I was usually B camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
We went right down to the wire, and I even asked on Skype before we went. I asked Doug. I said, "What if it rains?" and Doug goes, "Oh, don't worry about that. We got a plan." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's April. It really could rain, and it's Chicago. Every time I've been to Chicago, it rained." And he goes, "Don't worry about it. We got a plan." Well, the plan was we had allocated 2 extra days in Chicago to shoot the movie, but it rained 2 days. Well, really 2.5, but we barely got this shot. It was very stressful. I mean, we were we were all very gung ho to do it, but we were still under a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Oh yes, nobody cares about my tea.
He's going very Denzel Washington in this scene. Like, I'm the police. King Kong ain't got shit on my teeth.
And yeah, people predicted that Monty would come and save the day after all the scenes. But you know what?
Pretty
I think that's a good thing. It's not necessarily bad if it's predictable. It just means that the story structure works right.
So I think the thing about Mati being brought back, here's my logic on this. You knew that Mati was being brought back. You didn't realize he was going to die.
That's a good one.
You guys had a crowd of people watching you while you were filming this too. Like, if you look behind Elaine's hat there, there was
They had long chair
sitting right there on the field, and Rob had to ask them to move aside because they were in the shot.
They're having like a picnic or something. It's like,
yeah.
The most bored people in Chicago.
Hey, we were a bunch of weirdos, and they could watch us do Shakespeare in the Park.
Yeah. The human spider, we got way better looks.
Oh yeah.
Brad's neighbors were just fucking stunned.
By the way, you can tell Rob's camera work because he does all those really nice, smooth track-ins on Doug and stuff that I can't do because my hands are not steady enough.
Rob is a master of what we call the Polish Steadicam.
And Spoony coming to save the day. Spoony!
I'm fine, thank you, Susan.
It's blocking out my face. I'm probably overacting here again.
Well, what I don't get is if he knocked you around the world, why did he hit you from the left? He knocked you from the right. You should have been coming in from the right.
It was at a slight angle, so he kind of like.
Well, it's because of an elliptical microgravity phenomenon in the atmosphere.
Orbital wobble, okay?
Orbital wobble, and yeah. So what was the question?
He did like a weird figure 8 thing around the planet.
My wife says we sound like a group of seals here when we start chanting hard, 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 hard.
This scene reminds me of Big Trouble in Little China when Egg Shen is fighting Lo Pan.
Okay, me and Justin are embracing each other.
It's actually good.
I noticed that.
It's actually a good thing.
Because she thinks he's too.
Why the hell would I come back? Brad,
It's a good thing that.
I sensed that Mati needed us. Yeah, but I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't care.
Yeah. We're all he's just here to watch the show.
Fate of the world, screw it.
He likes the effects.
Yeah, it's like going to a NASCAR race. You just want to see the crash.
I really hope there's someone walking on the sidewalk after this. Damn it, no.
I came back because I knew he was gonna die.
It'd be great if there were kids playing on the playground.
Yeah.
Like on that
magic
tree
hat.
house.
Yes, the hat was unharmed. So it works with Lewis's theory.
There is a car driving by.
Yeah.
Meep, meep.
Dun, dun, dun.
A few people have commented I'm wearing blue jeans under my wizard robe, but really, what did Gandalf wear under his wizard robes?
and besides which, you were not playing Gandalf.
Thank
You
you
were
very much.
Spoony playing Gandalf.
Yeah.
It's interesting that Doug takes his tie off. Not his hat, but his tie.
Stole.
There's a shot here that I really regret because I was trying legitimately to tear up and I just looked plain goofy when it cuts to me.
Also shouts
danger.
You'll know.
I guess he wants to be Chris Formal.
Like all I can do is tremble my. All I can do is tremble my bottom lip.
You know, this is gonna sound ridiculous, but we earned the line: "The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few" more than fucking Michael Pay did.
No, did not.
Well, that's not even a contest. Of course we earned
This is a parody. Transformers
this is a comedy spoof. It's not a freaking serious line where we actually drag Leonard
But it
Nimoy
makes
in to play the
logical
part.
sense. In Transformers, it didn't make logical sense. It's like the few Decepticons, all 6 of you.
You can tell we're recording this commentary right after the release of Transformers because we won't shut up about Transformers.
No.
I want to say I got a little miffed with Doug here because he uses the take where I'm carrying right here. I'm carrying the cash cans. You can see me look at the camera right here, and then
you're
look
actually
down.
crying.
It's okay. It's the John Landis moment.
Yeah, I cried. I actually got myself to tear up for saying it would be kind of funny if actually someone was broken up about it, but you can't see it. And I'm just fucking. I put myself in a dark place for nothing.
I brought the Star Trek II uniform because I was going to do it for I use it for the Warrior #4 review. But I knew that since we were doing this parody here, I asked Doug, do you want me to have this to really help the Star Trek II parody? And it's like, yeah, sure.
This scene was actually very hard to shoot for a couple reasons. Number one being Paul had to have something to play.
That's right.
And he didn't bring us either. Somebody forgot the kazoo or we lost the kazoo.
They lost the kazoo.
He was going to play a kazoo, and we had nothing else to play. And so he's like, "What if we had like a leaf of grass? Can people make noise out of leaves of grass?" And we're like, "You were like, I think so." And so like, Paul was sticking grass in his mouth, and like, we're like, it looks stupid, and we're like, improv line.
It ends up playing a cinnamon stick. But...
Actually, like the alternate line for Todd when about the cremation, like originally it was supposed to say chicks dig cremations. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but I don't know.
Oh yeah,
well, the idea behind it was to reinforce the Todd is in love with Lupa thing.
Everyone had to hold their swords up in the air for like 10 minutes.
Poor
Swade.
Poor Swade.
In on that joke.
I was looking at him the whole time, just about to crack up, because you could see after 5 minutes this look of grim determination set on his face. He's like, "I will not lower my arm."
I remember I was in pain during this scene because Doug said, "Look up in the sky," and you know what's right in the sky in front of me? The fucking sun.
Yeah.
But like you could see beads of sweat start to like form up on Swade's head, and his teeth were gritty. He's like, "Argh!" Like, he was seriously.
And they don't even show me.
That was gut check time for poor Swade, man. He made it too. He made it.
Last time I borrow a sword from Bargov.
Bela didn't have any weapons. At one point, he did a Nazi salute for like 3 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Heil Hitler. Yes, rock biter's a Nazi. You didn't know.
Anyway.
But it's from
think
the
it
Les Mis review.
I still think it would have been really funny if it ended where the work print version ended. With just Matee dead. No! Pan back
People are saying,
and...
Nice.
People are saying when I finally do Final Fantasy 13, I have to throw that in just to keep continuity.
I think you should.
The original word for it ended after Matee down on the ground, and then something went to be continued. Do. Just kidding.
So much fun.
Now, Linkara, I can't remember this scene where you're coming up. Was that in the original script? Because I honestly don't remember it.
Yes, it was.
It was. Okay. I'm sorry. Then.
I was actually kind of surprised that he added that in because it gives me a little bit more to do when other people, should have their own scenes to do. And yeah, we had that musical thing, but we didn't really need to have the musical thing. But it still works. It works. I love it. I love being able to finally sing.
You can tell because we don't have the Polish Steadicam in this one.
Lindsay's camera work.
Lindsay's doing the camera work here.
Doug was so sunburned that we had to powder him down because the color contrast was just so off.
No, I think we hadn't made him up yet in this shot.
This had to be last day of shooting because he looks torched.
It was. It
He's
was
blushing.
actually. It was actually a day after regular shooting and concluded the same day we did the rap party, I think.
Lindsay, was that your camera shooting that?
Yes.
sequence?
No, it wasn't my camera. It was
Okay.
the Vixia.
Gotcha.
We used to shoot it, but
Let's all remember how we fucking like kicked Matty to the ground.
We were even better prepared for Sunburn this year because Kick-Assia, we all got friggin' just.
Except
yeah.
me, I would like to stress, I didn't
Except
get sunburned,
Filmbrain, who was very smart.
twice in a row, I didn't get sunburned.
I'm right there with you, man. I took every advantage to put on the sunburn, sunscreen,
To put on the sunburn.
and I brought allergy medication because every time I did one of these, I got sick right afterwards. So I brought meds with me.
I got very mildly sunburned in very weird places because the hat actually
Why?
kept off most of the sun except on my huge nose. So my nose, which sticks out very prominently, got sunburned like crazy.
My hat kept me pretty well covered. I didn't get sunburned during this because my hat shaded me pretty well.
I remember Todd had it worse because his chest was exposed. So
He had a sunburn on his chest and like the lower half of his face.
Marsko had it pretty bad, as far as I remember as well.
The hood of shame protected me well from the sun.
Yeah, true.
Oh my God! I won a car.
Where did they send the letter?
A
To
lot
the
of people
bum.
pointed out
Wherever
that
they
you
get
know,
those.
so
why
when-
would you need the bump on a quest? Like,
All right, let's go down the line. Closing thoughts on this movie. I'll start. Say what you want about this
can
film. It's still better than Furry Vengeance.
I've got the Blu-ray.
Spoony, can I just give a shout out to Marianne, who's just sitting right next to me because she did the artwork that you guys are actually seeing right now.
Absolutely.
And it's amazing.
She did a great
She did great artwork. She originally started with dogs, and actually what transpires is that, well, the inspiration was of course like stained glass artwork from very medieval, a bit like what you had in the artwork for the Legend of Zelda, the Wind Waker. So try to do like something different than Kick-Assia, but with still a medieval flair to it. And actually, what transpires is that the first one that was done was Doug, and you had this flatness to it, kind of like actual stained glass artwork. But then you can see that you have like as she would draw them to draw them, you had like more dynamic to the characters because like she got more confident with it. And actually, Brad's had to be done like twice because on the first one it was too stale, too flat, and so we added more dynamic to the Brad's artwork in the end. So that's just what I wanted to say.
Yeah, very good. And special thanks to Sad Panda for the great theme song. Anyone else got something to say?
I'm just glad they spelled my name right.
I just want to say before we wrap up, I want to thank the walkers in the channel and people for inviting me.
Yeah.
Best time of my life.
Absolutely. There was an unbelievable amount of dedication, organization, and faith in us to get us all down there and shoot this. You give us the opportunity to shoot this amazingly funny movie, and so yeah, I very much appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
Aside-
Doing it in a heartbeat.
Aside from minor nitpicky things, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just that it all turned out well, and yeah, I'm really glad I went. Me too.
Aside from minor nitpicky things, I really enjoyed this. Best time of my life. Always loved working with you guys.
Honestly, yeah, this was the best time that we've done, all the three of them that I've been there for.
Yeah. So again, thanks.
Best
and
time of my life. So much better than my wedding day.
He's sorry. It was right after my wedding day, so it was a double hitter for me.
Okay, but yeah, Lewis, Matthew, Bennett, Brad, Lisa, Justin, Ed, William, Benzai, Lindsay,
John Boy,
John Boy, just
Chief.
Thank you, everybody for helping me out on this commentary. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody, but I'm sure people will love to hear it. So until next time, this is Channel Awesome signing out.